Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to another Brighter Shores live stream and the first one of 2026. We got ourselves a new quest of the Imposter. It is also the very first Crenopolis quest, meaning that every chapter has now gotten a new quest since they've been doing these. I think they started back in like what, April or March was it? I don't remember, like April, March or May of last year is when they started adding more quests to the game, of course. But the first one being, I believe, Hurdleless Hurdle. And since then, yeah, now we finally have, like 8-9 months later, they have done at least one for every single chapter now. I have no clue what the reward is or anything like that. I've avoided all spoilers. But I would hope that we end up getting more venture slots. I've still been wanting that since we've still only have the cap of 2. Other things that it could potentially bring is the brick and tile venture, which I'm pretty doubtful on. I think they're waiting until closer to chapter 5, which at this late is like late this year or early next year. Though I'm pretty sure they'll try to do it late this year to try to get it out before the 2-year anniversary. I would sure hope they would get it out by then. But yeah, so this probably isn't the brick and tile venture yet, even though that'd be amazing. And the only other thing I could really think of is maybe a teleporter. That's just some kind of other feature. A teleporter would be pretty nice. Particularly to the middle of the area, because if they put it over to the side where a lot of the side rooms are, because the side rooms have been here for about a month now, as far as some of the side rooms for this quest, if they put it in some of those side rooms, it'd be pretty pointless because it leads to absolutely nowhere other than, you know, the quest locations and everything. So if they do end up adding one, hopefully it's like right in the center of the entire town, as it's very annoying for detective ventures to get right back to the middle, which would make them a lot more viable XP wise. But anyways, yeah, let's go get into it. Let's go do the Imposter quest. All right, where did it say we could start? I didn't even read the thing. Oh yeah, also we'll go over this and some of the updates that they made. They made a pretty big quality of life update since we last ended up streaming. Most notably, it changes some things with combat and a few other things, but we'll go over it in a little bit. But let's go read this real quick. So, 12th of January, 2026, the Imposter quest is launched, which is, of course, today. It's time to go undercover in our new 6-star Crenopolis quest, which means you'll probably need around 50, 60, 70s or so. The Imposter. You can start the quest by talking to the Inspector Fairhog in the guard's archive, which should be right in the center of town. The lead developer of this quest was Rod. Alright, let's go head over there. I did check the dailies earlier today, so all those have been reset. But we're going to do it as we normally do. We'll do it on our main account. We'll do it on the 2 side accounts. And we'll try to go as quickly as we can on 2 side accounts, whereas our main account will, of course, be completely blind. All right, we got a nice clean inventory. Good to go. Oh, yeah, let me go up the volume. I had it a little bit lower for other stuff, but let me go higher it now so we can actually hear everything. All right, that should be fine. Let me know if it's too loud. It should be okay now. Because that's way too low. I can't even hear anything. All right. Where am I going? Okay, I guess we'll just go to market and just walk over there. So some of these rooms that are related to this quest we've seen for a while, most notably the 2 that are right over here. I can't remember if there was any other really obvious ones, but these 2 always stuck out every time you teleport here. They've been here for about the last month or so. Any other new rooms anywheres? Oh! Is this the teleporter? Or is that just an extra intermediate room? Because that's not a dead end. Oh, that's not a teleporter. We're not getting a center teleporter, are we? Boo! I don't know, unless there is a teleporter in there, but it would make sense if it was in a dead end, because normally they put it in a dead end where you wouldn't have already been able to access it. So there's a good chance it's just an extra room that has something in it. That's unfortunate. That's probably not a center teleporter then. Each chapter would benefit so much from a center teleport. Though, if they ever were to add such a thing, I'm not sure what merchant routes would be like. It would up so much for detective, but it seems like it'd be too broken for merchant. As far as like how weird routing would be if you could just teleport straight over there. Now let's go ahead over there. I believe this room all the way over here is the one we had to go to. I guess we'll go check this new room real quick as well. Now, what do we have going on here? Weird. Why did they add this room? This has a couple filing cabinets. Sergeant Flower. Some kind of board that has nothing on it. Wait, where do I go to start this quest again? Wasn't it here? Guard's Archive. Oh, no, it's the other room. Too many rooms. But I guess there are a couple quest NPCs? Currently the room seems kind of useless. We'll probably have to talk to someone there later. Let's talk to this guy. This is also the guy that gives you the bounty board things. I heard that you, oh, there it is, right there. The wanted posters. What are you doing here? How are the files here organized? Do you have any interesting cases for me? Here we go. There's a new case that might scratch your investigative itch. Over at the Merchants Guild, they're keen to keep get a detective who understands their I cannot read today. Institution. Do you think you're experienced enough? I can talk to them and find out. Oh yeah, I didn't double check to see what the requirement is to start this quest. Obviously we have it on this account, but that's more relevant for our side accounts. Good plan. It's Baldwin Vranch you're looking for. Hopefully you'll meet the guild's requirements. Baldwin, it's gonna tell me. Okay, good. I was gonna say, hopefully I don't have to remember that. Ask him if he has any clues or advice on the case. Okay, let me go ahead over there. Head over to the market. But yeah, this chapter and chapter 1 still the only two without a third teleporter. Oh, we got some rooms over there. I'll be checking you soon. Let's go find this new guy. I would assume he's on the bottom floor. That's just the name of the guy all the way at the top. Nope. I assume it's the guy with the dialogue box. What brings you to the Merchants Guild? I like to do some trading. I'm admiring the architect. I've been sent to investigate a case. Excellent! And having completed the Merchants Guild challenge, you're familiar with the guild. This is a sensitive matter. We've been getting a lot of complaints about forged guild documents. Someone is producing fake paperwork to trick shopkeepers and merchants to handing over goods. Not only is this destroying our excellent reputation, but we've lost a lot of fortune by having a priceless painting stolen. What do I need to do? Why is the guild's reputation important? How have you been raw? Okay, well, what do I need to do? I'm no detective, but I would guess you follow clues until you find the forger. But it might not be that straightforward. Criminals in this town are brazen scoffluffs. Scoffluffs. Is that just like a British UK term kind of thing? Scoffluffs. Stealing in broad daylight. They are easy to catch. But whoever is behind the forgeries is different. Secretive, calculated, and cunning. It may be difficult to discover them without scaring them into hiding. I'll interrogate everyone until I find them. This town has a huge population. We can't wait for you to interrogate everyone. You'll need a more focused approach. Let's see. You could change how your documents look. You could go undercover. They'll never get... Okay, let's go to undercover. Ah, I've heard of that. A bit like the theater, yes? Where you put on a costume and insist you're someone else. That way you could get close to the forgers, and they won't realize the guards are on them. Good plan. They'll never be caught. Are there any clues? Keen to get started, eh? Here are some suspicious documents we've gathered. Oh gosh, I just realized how many items we need for this quest. Wow, that's a lot. That's 13 items. And we're probably about to receive the first one right now. Keen to get started, eh? Here are some suspicious documents we've gathered that could contain forgeries. Sort through to identify any forged documents. Inspector Fairhog can tell you how. Oh gosh, are we going to do like a Papers, Please thing? I never actually did play that game. So I know the premise of the thing. But I have a feeling we're going to have to check those like that. Or we're going to get a document and have to compare it to each one and then see if it's actually real or not. They might have something in common that helps identify the source. I have more questions. What do I need to do? Do you have any clues? How to identify the forgeries? Yeah, I think we already did that one. Yeah, that's enough information to proceed. I think we have enough. There might be another dialogue we need from him, though. For now, it seems like we have enough. Identify forgeries. I need to work space to organize these. Inspector Fair... Okay, back to Fairhog. Back to base. Back to base. Alright, what does he want from us? Oh yeah, Fairhog's on the other side, I keep forgetting. Alright, how do we identify these? What are you doing here? How are the files organized? I have an update on the merchant's case. The Merchants Guild is having trouble with the forged documents. Shopkeepers are getting con deliveries intercepted, and the guild has had priceless paintings stolen. Good heavens! That's the last thing the city needs, especially with this storm keeping trade ships in the docks. Baldwin has given me a stack of documents suspected to contain forgeries. Good. Sort through them to find all the forgeries. They might have a clue leading to their origin. What should I, or where should I sort them? Head to the detective's office next to the lobby. There's a casework board on the wall. There should be ideal. That's the new room. Put the documents you have on the side of the board and move any confirmed forgeries to the other side. How can I identify a forgery? I've investigated forgeries before and picked up a few things to look for. Check the wax seal. Is it somehow wrong or missing completely? Then consider the common elements. Is it missing a signature or a border decoration? Also, check the quality of the ink. Does it look faded? That can be a hard one to spot. That should be all the information. Oh, good, it marks us down here. That should be all the information you need. Head through to the detective's office and make a start. Okay, so we're looking for incorrect wax seal, missing elements, and faded ink. Oh, it just says missing elements, so I wish you would have listed them off. I think it was like the border and some other thing. Let's see. Is there like a actual one we can identify it to? Let's put it on the board first. That's a lot of them. Confirmed forgeries. Let's see, inspect. So what are we doing? Faded ink, doesn't look like faded ink. Missing elements. Don't see any of that. Oops, I didn't mean to exit all the way. Inspect. Signature has all the things, has the thing. Alright, let me go back. So this one's just outright missing the thing, so we'll mark that over. This one looks like it's using the wrong shape for the thing. So this is probably incorrect as well. Another forgery. Missing elements. This one looks like it's missing the border and everything else. So this one's probably a forgery. This one looks a lot different for some reason. Oh, so we haven't needed to do any that needed faded ink yet. Though this one looks the most faded. So maybe it's this one? Because I assume we have to use that hint for at least one, and this is the only one with faded text at all. Oh, is that correct? Seems like it. That one's missing its border, because this is one of each. That one's missing the mark, that has an incorrect mark, and that one has faded text. Alright, now I have a stack of forgeries I can examine for clues. Examine forgeries. I can't observe anything unusual about these forgeries. I need a more specific scientific approach to uncover any clues. I'm investigating a case for an Inspector Fairhog. I have a pile of forged documents which I can examine for clues. Finding any clues they hold will require a scientific approach. Let me talk to the forensics guy. The scientific term there makes me think this room. Is this the only room in the entire chapter even remotely similar to that? Now let me talk to this guy. Are you from Crenopolis Guardhouse? We need an experienced detective to look at some forensic examples. Unfortunately, you'll need to supply your own forensic potions. I've run out. Oh, have I never talked to this guy before? What are the samples? Where can I find forensic potions? I'm ready to do some of that. I have forged documents to test. Here we go. By all means, please go ahead. Investigating crime is why we have this facility, after all. Oh. I need potions, though. I don't think I have a single spare forensics potion. They're gonna make me have to go buy a forensics potion. I wonder if we need a specific tier. That's unfortunate. Well, let me go buy the lowest tier and hope it works. Actually, what's the requirement for this quest? Does it say? I need 67 detective. Let me see if the forensics potion has a requirement of 67. Otherwise, I'm buying the cheapest one in there. But if there's one that specifically says 67, I'm going to grab that one just to make sure it's the correct one. Because that'd be kind of bad if we have to go all the way back here. I don't know, maybe I'll just buy like the cheapest few. I'll see what the level ranges look like. But yeah, it looks like we're gonna have to fight something. We need level 140 combat, which obviously we're way above. We need 67 detective. We need 60 leatherworker, and we need 63 merchant. Which my alt accounts have all of that as well, which is nice. Alright, forensic potion. Also, hello Isabel! Hello Chad! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello everyone else, welcome, welcome. Alright, this one's level 63. You know what, I'll buy one of each. It's only 50 silver. I think we could live with a little bit of a hit. I'll grab both, and whatever one is correct, it will be correct then. Well, one of these two has to be correct due to the level requirement of the quest. Alright, now we go back there. Okay, one of these two is guaranteed to be the correct one. Though it would probably be good to know which one it actually is based on the other two accounts so we know. For when we go speed running through it. Actually, what have we even needed to do yet? We went to the guy. We went to the guild. We went to the message board and plopped all those things up. We then bought a potion, which I guess we could pre-buy since we'll know ahead of time that we'll need it. So let's see which one of these gets consumed. The lower level one or the higher level one? I would assume higher level based on the requirement. Oh, maybe not, because that one says as high as 92. Maybe it was just the lowest tier potion. I didn't realize that because I was looking at its alchemy level, not its detective level. So we probably just need the lowest tier forensics potion. Actually, I should just be able to do this, right? Use item on. There we go. He's just dumping the potion in there. Is it going to consume the whole potion? Or do we just need to have one on us? It didn't even consume my potion. Alright, nice. That's all the forged documents tested, and the results written up in a forensics report. Alright, there we go. Read. Test subject. Forge Merchants Guild documents. Test facility. Crenopolis Forensics Lab. That implies there's another facility. Report summary. Anomalous results 1. See wax seal. Standard results 4. Anomalous results. Wax seal. Material is red candle wax instead of the expected Merchants Guild sealing wax. Whoever is producing the forgeries is getting red candle wax from somewhere. Isn't there a candle store somewhere here? Standard results. Trace substances. No trace substances were found as expected. Trace magic. No trace magic was found as expected. Paper. Official Merchants Guild paper as expected. Ink. Black. Made with dye from city dyes as expected. Alright, so it's only the seals that is wrong and they're buying it from some candle shop in town. I am investigating a case for Inspector Fairhog. My forensics report shows forgeries and getting red candles from somewhere. Wasn't it this guy over here that was doing them? I remember I had to do something candle related with them in the past. There's not actually like a candle venture thingy or one of those things you have to do. I've updated the Merchant Guild forgery case. Have you found the forgers? Not yet. My forensic test showed the forgers are getting red candles from somewhere. They must need a lot of them. There's not many places where candles are available in bulk, so that narrows it down. You should find out if anyone has been making large purchases of red candles. That could be anyone. Are you gonna make me have to search everywhere? That's not really giving me much of a lead at all. I don't know, let me go check my first lead and I'll go from there. Because I could have sworn way ages back we had to go to this guy for some reason for candle related things. So let me go to him first and then we'll check a couple others based on what seems like it might be. Because there's not any merchant tasks to do candles. Like none of these are candle related. Ooh, tea lights, that's kind of a candle. That's a guild contract. Oh, maybe it's someone in that main lobby then. It's like the closest one to a candle. But this guy we had to for another quest before, so let me go check him first. Let's see. Could I interest you in some wondrous tech... oh no, he's not the right one. Okay, it's not him. Okay, let me go check the guild then. And if not the guild, then maybe we'll check the new rooms, because we haven't actually used any of the new rooms yet. So the person in question might be in one of those then. I haven't needed to go in any of the side rooms yet. Maybe this person would have a lead too. Oh, I have something to ask about the forgery case. Are there any clues? How have you been robbed? Any clues? Only the suspicious documents I gave to you. Perhaps you can examine them. Information I already did. Okay. Alright, let me go check the new rooms. As there are two very suspicious new rooms over here we haven't utilized at all yet. That are definitely going to be utilized at some point. We got Liberty Walk with a gate that is uninteractable. Judge Street with a door that is currently locked. Yeah, we're going to need to go there later for sure. Is this going to be another Nothing Street? Market Passage. Yeah, another Nothing Street. All this is just to get to that door that we're eventually going to probably find the guy at. Oh, wait, there's one down there. Was this something? How did I not notice that earlier? Or was that just the gate door that we saw that couldn't be opened? Yeah, that was just this gate. This is uninteractable. Alright, so there's nothing there. Alright, interesting. So it's nothing with that, then. I'm investigating a case of Inspector Fairhog. My forensic report shows the forgers are getting red candles from somewhere. I don't know, where else would red candles be? Where's that one guy that sells wax? Let me go based on all the items again. Oh, oh yeah, scented candle. Wait, duh. I forgot, there's this guy over here that sells scented candles. Let me talk to him. He's right over here. And if not him, maybe the wax person who's from the soap store thing. Oh, yep, he has dialogue. Okay, yeah, it is this guy. That's good to know for later. Brighten up your world with some candles. I need to ask about some red candles. The red ones seem to be very popular at the moment. I keep running out. Are there any customers who buy a lot of them? Not that I can recall. I sell a lot of candles in a day. I can't keep track of who buys what. I just know I keep running out of the red ones. Perhaps they're getting stolen. You're probably right. Typical Crenopolis. Thieves and swindles and crooks all around. All the stall holders are in the same tanning tub. Who's to be done about it? I could sketch the culprit to identify them. I could stake out your stall to see who takes them. So you'll sit and watch me get robbed? Thanks a bunch. I could sketch the culprit to identify them. Ah, so that's why you want to stake out my stall. Okay then. It sounds like you have a plan coming together. Spot them, sketch them, identify them, arrest them. One question though. Why not just arrest them when you see them stealing? Their gang will go in hiding. That's confidential information. They'll hire a different thief and keep stealing candles. I need to track down the ringleaders. Well, I think I found their door. Down to stop the thefts. Ah, good. I want all the thieves properly dealt with. Alright, how do I do that now? Yeah, let me do that, but how do I do that? I am investigating a case for an inspector. I might see who's taking the candles if I stake out the candle stall. Oh, here we go. Stake out. They added this new post here. Cutscene time. Found a guy. You got a good look at the thief's face, enough that you can draw them. Alright, should I draw them now? Use item on. What would you like to write? Sketch of the face of the candle thief. Dopey looking eyes, and his nose was like that. Oversized ears, and his weird little chin beard. Just insulting the guy. So I'm surprised, we've only found 3 items so far. This quest is a lot of items. There we go. That's what the candle thief looks like. It's hello Isabel again. Welcome, welcome, Bubbles and Will. If I show this around the guardhouse, someone is sure to recognize him. Alright, let's go to guardhouse. Oh, look at that max player over there. Oh, is he currently running hides? He must be going for max cash stack or something. In all fairness, that definitely seems like one of the best things you could be doing right now if you're completely maxed. Is literally just keep running hides for like 8 gold an hour. How have I been doing? Oh no, I've been a little bit sick lately, but besides from that, I've been doing pretty good. I've been under the weather the last like half a week. Alright. Do I have to talk to you or is there someone else here? I have updated the Merchant Guild's forgery case. Alright, it's not this guy. Let me go check the other 2. Oops, I did not want that. Go back, go back. Alright, it might be the person in the main hub. Oh, so this is the guardhouse, right? Let's see why this wouldn't be the guardhouse. Alright, let me talk to you. Oh yeah, let me use item on. Can you identify this thief? I'm sure I've seen someone like that out in the streets, but I don't know who it is. The desk's sergeant, or the staff in the investigation hall, or where I would ask. So the desk, so the desk person in the investigation hall. Where's the investigation hall? Oh, that's the one over to the side there. Alright, let me try using on her then. Can you identify this thief? I think he's been brought in a couple of times. I can't put a name on the face though. Maybe they have more information in the investigation hall. Alright, wait, no friend later, just to go straight to investigation hall. And not to get roped a billion times. Shady Citizen, do you have anything for me? There's a problem, though. Oh, wait, this is the interrogation room. Wait, where's the investigation hall, then? Oh, this one. Alright, that means you have info, then. Can you identify this thief? I'm not sure. He looks familiar, but I can't put a name onto the face. Can you identify this thief? Oh, yes. That's Jerry the Jug. He's come to our attention a few times for petty crimes. Do you know where I can find Jerry? I'm not sure, but the last time he was arrested, he was brought in with a vase stuck on his head. That's how he got his nickname. Interesting. It took quite a while to get him free. We had a good laugh about it. The stall owner was very happy to get their vase back in one piece. Should I go to the vase owner then? I'm investigating a case. The candle thief has been identified as Jerry the Jug and recently tried to steal a vase. Okay, let me go to the vase stall, which I believe is right here. Or am I thinking of someone else? I'm pretty sure it's this one right here. Yep, vase stall. It should be this person right here. I have the right number of vases in my life right now. Oh, that's the wrong one. This is flavor text. I heard Jerry tried to steal from you. Yes, I recall that. He made a right fool of himself. Do you know where Jerry is? Indeed I do. Getting arrested hasn't put him off. Nor the ridicule stuffed from getting his head stuck. Look at him, down the street. There, eyes all over my vases still. What does he want with them? The boy's not right in the head, if you ask me. How did the vase get stuck on his head? Ha! I know he's a bit of an idiot, so when I saw him taking it, I shouted that it was haunted. He said I was talking rubbish. I had to listen inside the vase, and he would hear a ghost wailing. You have haunted vases? Well, of course not. I just told him that to make him think twice. Please, try to keep up. Anyway, he's still trying to walk off, but put his head almost inside the vase to listen. He stumbled on a loose cobble, then bashed into his this lamppost there, and his head popped into the vase. If it fit like a glove, there he was, staggering about the street with it on. Couldn't see, or hear, or breathe. Then the guards came and took him away. Funniest thing I've seen in years, and I got my vase back afterwards. How did the vase get stuck on his head? I don't know, do I have enough information to move on? I don't feel like I do. Investigation indicates the candle thief has been identified. I recently tried to steal a vase. Do you know where he is? We already got that, though. How did he get stuck? I have to be a simpleton to believe that. Haunted vases do exist, of course. With the right attitude, anything can be haunted. But nobody is selling haunted vases on the street. There's no market for them. Anyway, he's still trying to walk off, but put his head almost inside the vase to listen. He stumbled. Yeah, we're through this. Can I do anything with this post? No. What am I supposed to do with that info? That doesn't really help us at all. Oh, other than him literally standing there. When she said he was still over there, I didn't think she meant literally. What? I ain't doing nothing. I'm allowed to walk the street, ain't I? Ain't doing nothing means you're doing something. I see you're hanging around the vase stall. I need to ask some questions. What did the vase stall want? I don't know why you think I'm interested in vases. I heard how you got your nickname. It doesn't even make sense, does it? I got a vase stuck in my head, not a jug. Well, it might be a bit daft, but at least it gives me some identity in a city full of people. What do you want with a vase anyway? It's hardly a high-value target. Well, keep your sticky fingers to yourself. I'm watching. No, don't say that. We need to not show that regard. I'm sure you learned your lesson. I need to ask some questions. Okay, we'll probably go to that soon. Keeps coming up. What do you want with a vase anyway? It's hardly a high-value target. I don't want a vase, honest. But if I did, it would be for my dear old Ma. Ever since Miss Bucket across the street got a vase, Ma won't shut up about them. If I did get her one, maybe Ma would be proud of me for a change. I don't think stealing is the way to make her proud. I know. It's a good thing I'm not on the rob, isn't it? Alright, I need to ask some questions. No chance. It's not a good luck talking to the guards. Let's talk somewhere more private then. What's in it for me? It's better than being arrested. You'll be helping the community. The merchants' guilds are after you. I don't think you would want to help the community. Let me go for the merchant guilds after you. Why? I'm done nothing to them. It must be a misunderstanding. They found evidence that leads to you. Yeah, maybe it's just an understanding. Come in and talk to me, and we'll get it straightened out. Unless you'd prefer the guild's bodyguards handle it. Oh, in that case, perhaps I should drop by the guardhouse. You know, just for a social visit. Smart choice. I'll see you there. The desk sergeant will show you into the interrogation room. That doesn't sound very friendly. It's the best place to keep you safe from the guild. The Merchants Guild will want this taken seriously, Jerry. Play along and we'll get them off your back. It sounds like I don't really have a choice. I'll see you there. And then he'll disappear the second we go into this room. Yep. I ain't saying nothing to the increment myself. Very good. Jerry, let's get down to business. Okay, I've just been catching up with me old mate here. Lead the way. I'll follow you. There it goes. Interrogate Jerry the Jug. Oh no, my cape. They stole my cape! Jerry, you stole a box of red candles. I saw you myself, clear as day. I'm being interrogated over a few candles? Usually I just get locked up for a while. You might think stealing them is a small crime, but those candles are being used for a big crime. I don't see how it's a big crime. Poor people need to see at nights too. Why did he steal them if you're if they're low value? I don't know what you guards do with candles, but I use them to see in the dark. If someone tell you to steal the candles, look, if you think someone else is involved, interrogate them instead. There's more to this than you wanting candles. You know it, I know it, so drop the act. Oh, bird peck you. That's for you to prove. Okay, let's talk about your other activities then. What? How long have you been spying on me? I asked the questions here, Jerry. Save us the time and confess. So, all this other stuff you've been up to, tell me about it. You're blabbering. You don't know a thing. I have a forensics report that forged documents here, Jerry. Even the results that seem normal, tell me what you've been up to. I know where you've been. I know what you've done. That's what you say. You've been hanging around the docks. Oh, gosh. I didn't read these documents. Was I supposed to read them all? Can you read them all? It doesn't even look like there is a read option. This one had a read, but it didn't say the thing. You've been hanging around the docks, haven't you? You can't keep away from the tannery, admit it. You're familiar with Bert's gallery, aren't you? I have a witness who places you at the Fortunehold farm. Why did you visit the mine of Matubin? You've been sniffing around the Merchants Guild. Yeah, it should be that one then, based on the other things. I know you took a trip to Hope Forest. I know what you've done. The Merchant Guild one. Whoever told you that's a liar, out to frame me. Anyway, they let anyone in. You helped yourself to some Merchants Guild paper, didn't you? Maybe I needed to jot something down. If it's special paper, they should keep it locked up, like their sealing wax. Aha! How do you know they keep the wax locked away? You were after it, weren't you? Just a lucky guess. Pull the other one, Jerry. You've just grassed yourself up. I don't know what the other one was. Well, these two are probably not. I don't think he went to Hope Forest. He didn't go to Mines of Matubin. You wouldn't want to go to, I know what you've done. That's just a generic thing that's going to go into a loop. I have a witness who said you were at Fortunehold Farm. I have no clue why you'd need to go there. You're familiar with Bert's gallery, aren't you? Yeah, didn't he steal a big painting from Bert's gallery? Because that was the one that had the painting stolen. So, yeah. So the two that we need are Bert's gallery and Merchants Guild. Because he stole a painting of some kind. You're familiar with the Bert's gallery, aren't you? Nope, never been there. It's not my scene. All artsy fartsy. I prefer streety graffiti. Oh, that isn't it. Okay, good. It doesn't bring us all the way out when we guess the wrong one. Maybe it was the docks then? I'm not sure why that one isn't it. You've been hanging around the docks, haven't you? You'd be better off in Hopeport with this fishing expedition you're on. Okay, well, let's keep going through all of them then. You're at the tannery. You're making up as you go along. Fortunehold Farm. Careful now. You don't want your pants on fire. Mines of Matubin. The real question is, why you make up these lies? I don't know. I'm trying to figure out which one it is. Hope Forest. Even you don't believe that. None of them are the answer. I just did all of them. No wonder why I can't figure out which one it is. Is it really not Bert's gallery, though? So it's obviously the Merchants Guild, and I guess the other one is I know what you've done? This seems like a cop-out answer. You've been dabbling with some magic, it's obvious. You got a Merchants Guild seal from somewhere, didn't you? I notice you're familiar with leatherworking. I bet the trace substances on the forged documents match you. There wasn't any substances on it. You use a lot of black dye, it seems. The Crenopolis, or the Cyclops, had a lot to tell about you. You've been trying to recruit people to join your gang. I think the black ink one, right? You've been dabbling in magic. We know for sure there was no magic on it. You got a Merchants Guild seals. We know he didn't because he wasn't able to get in. Plus the wax was from the candles, so he had to use something else. I noticed you're familiar with leatherworking. I don't think that's relevant. I bet the trace substance on forged documents match you. There was no trace substances on it. You used a lot of black dye. He definitely did, it seems. The Cyclopses, there's nothing in Cyclops in this whole quest. You've been trying to recruit people to join your gang. There's been no signs of that. And I know where you've been. Just goes to the other menu. So I think it's the dye then. You use a lot of black dye, it seems. No, I've never been near any dye. I couldn't. It brings out a rash. Are those black smudges on your hand, Jerry? If I run a forensics test, no doubt I'll find its dye. Let's try that. Oh wait, I did dye some clothes recently. You're lying to me, Jerry. Either about the rash or the clothes. But you're lying, and we both know why. Save your breath, Jerry. I've caught you out. Alright, so the answers were Merchant's Guild and Black Dye. I didn't realize we had to go into the other menu to go get the other answer. Alright, I've heard enough. You'll be going away for a long time, Jerry. What? No! I've linked you with the candles, the dye, the paper, and all used to make these forged documents. You're acting alone. You are a forger. I don't know how to do any of the forgery stuff. You've been caught red-handed. Then why are you protecting the forgers? Oh, let's go for this one. Because it doesn't seem like he's the mean guy. Then why are you protecting the forgers? They've painted a target on your back and left you at the mercy of the Merchants Guild. I just didn't realize how serious this was. Then start talking. That's the only thing that'll get you out of here. Otherwise, you'll rot in jail. Okay, I'll talk. So, what do you have to tell me, Jerry? What do you want to know? Who are you working for? I don't know who they are, or where they are. They are a middleman. I've never met them. I just get instructions. I didn't even realize they were forgers until you put the evidence together. How do you get your instructions? I meet a guy, Charlie. Oh, where's this Charlie guy? In back alleys. He tells me what to get, and I bring it back to him. Where exactly in the back alleys? It changes to keep the guards guessing, but the next meeting is supposed to be at Twindle Corner. Isn't that a new road? It'd be a waste of your time trying to find him, though. He'll only talk to known thieves. It's safer that way. Oh, we're gonna have to make a uniform or something then. How can I infiltrate the forgers? I don't know. I wasn't even supposed to be working for them, but the thief they recruited had to leave town in a hurry. It was Robert Redeye, very well known in the thieving world. Why did Redeye leave the city? He was getting a lot of heat from the guards. You've probably got a file on him somewhere. Maybe you could impersonate Redeye to get closer to the gang. They still need someone to work for them, and it won't be me. I have the information I need now. That's it. I can go? You cooperated. Eventually. So I'll let the petty theft slide today. But only today. If I see you back here, it won't be pretty. Next time, I'll tell the Merchants Guild where to find you. Stop letting people take advantage of you. You're taking the big risks, but they're getting the big rewards. You're ruining your life. I guess that's what Ma meant about me falling in with the wrong crowd. Just be more careful. Okay. Stick to petty crime. And don't get caught. Got it. Wait, no. That's not what I said. I'm kidding. Just kidding. But I can still go, yeah? Yes, Jerry. Take care out there. Yeah, off he goes. What do we need to do now? That was very educational. I should update the Inspector Fairhog with what I've learned. To the Fairhog. I should update Inspector Fairhog in the guard's archive. I could impersonate Robert Redeye. Okay, so we're going to have to get a uniform at some point then. Alright, let me go tell him that I got more info. He's stealing, let's see, he's stealing to order for a group of forgers. He gets his job from a middleman, Charlie. Okay, so all of these are correct. He's stealing to order for a group of forgers. Does he know where to find them? Unfortunately not. Their operation is layered, and he's kept a distance to them. He gets his jobs from a middleman, Charlie. I can find him deep in the back alleys. That adds a layer of protection for the masterminds. This Charlie chap might be your way to getting close to the operation. And he's filling in for another thief, Robert Redeye. Redeye? He fled the city after a failed heist. The forger's middleman had to settle for recruiting Jerry the Jug instead. That's useful for us. Redeye is a skilled crook. He'd have been much harder to catch than Jerry. I could pose as Robert Redeye to get close to the gang. I could do jobs for the gang to get their okay, let me just pose as him. I see. So you're going undercover. You'll need to disguise yourself. The information we have about Redeye is here in the guard's archive, probably under R. He was reported by Bladrick. Maybe it's under B. So pull the Bladrick's file. You're looking for information about Redeye's appearance that you can copy. I could do jobs to for the gang to get them to trust me. Good plan. Oh, that's why we have so much room here. We're gonna have to do like 3 jobs for them, aren't we? Good plan. Provided they recruit you, they probably only hire known thieves. But if you can pull it off, you could carry out the low-level theft Jerry was doing. Luckily, he had a fund for such operations, so we can reimburse the targeted businesses. Should we let the shopkeepers know what's going on? No. It needs to look authentic. We don't want to spook the forgery gang. Hey, they added thieving to the game. We have to get to the thieving instead of stopping thieves for once. I think of it this way. The shopkeepers are undercover too. They just know it. They just don't know it yet. All right, goodbye for now. All right, where's the archive under B? Not that one, another one. All right, give me the archive we need. Read. Baldrick. Baldrick's Armory, Lord's Road. Attempted theft of armor. Well, we're not looking for Baldrick, right? We're just looking for the Redbeard guy. Oh, is this still relevant? Oh no, we'll read it. Attempted theft of armor. Oh yeah, there it is. Prime suspect, Robert Redeye. Identified with portrait, Bert's gallery. Yeah, there's the gallery photo taken. That's why the other guy didn't know about it, because it wasn't him, it was this guy. A witness statement. I heard arguing in the shop and came to see what was happening. There was a thief trying to steal an enchanted talking helmet. The helmet was bellowing out his every move, while the thief was hissing at it to keep quiet. The thief looks at me and dashes out the door, helmet under arm. I chased him down Lord's Road. The helmet was screaming and shouting all the way. I guess the guards heard because they came flying out of the guard's house, and the thief decided it was too much trouble and dropped the helmet. He disappeared down the snag alley, and I got a good look at him. I saw a fancy hat, eye patch, and head wrap. They were very distinctive. Suspect identification. Archives suggested a potential match for Robert Redeye from the distinctive hat, eye patch, and head wrap. And inquiries found that Redeye had a portrait made in Bert's gallery awaiting collection. Baldrick identified the suspect as Robert Redeye after viewing the portrait. Investigation conclusion. Despite an extensive search, Redeye has not been found. He's believed to have fled overseas, possibly using teleport magic. Ooh, that's gonna be some nice teleports going that far. Robert Redeye has... Also, this implies overseas. This is somewhat relevant because, based on the thumbnail of Chapter 6, there's a good chance Chapter 6, which of course we still need the entirety of Chapter 5 first, but there's a good chance that Chapter 6 is actually overseas, like Chapter 6 and or 7. So, this is actually making reference to this in-game, which I'm not sure if we've actually seen quite yet. But, yeah, it is mentioning an overseas. It is irrelevant in the sense that currently Nowheres and Brighter Shores is overseas at the moment, and there's a good chance Chapter 6 will be the first one that is overseas. Robert Redeye has been arrested overseas, currently recovering from inquiries in a prison hospital. While he is under interrogation, Redeye's detention must be kept secret to prevent accomplices going to hiding. End of report. Alright. So, what am I doing right now? There is a portrait of Robert Redeye. Okay. So we need to go to the portrait. in order to get intel from it to make a costume out of it. And then we'll probably need to get supplies to go make the costume. So let's go over here. Talk to the portrait. There it is. Portrait of Robert Redeye. Robert Redeye's fancy hat, stylish head wrap, and eye patch are proudly featured. Copying them would make a good disguise. Alright, there we go. Redeye's headgear looks complicated. I need an experienced leatherworker to show me how to make a copy. Well, there's only one place to go. That's not that subtle at all. There's only one place that can be correct for this. And that is over here. The portrait of, let's see, I'm investigating the thick case. The portrait of Robert Redeye showed stylish headwear, which would make a good disguise. I need an experienced leatherworker to teach me how to make it. Well, there's only one person I know who we need to talk to. And it is you. And you even have a dialogue text. Welcome to my leatherworking shop. How can I help you? I'd like to learn leatherworker. I'd like to make a disguise. Here we go. Okay, what exactly do you need to make? It was a fancy hat with elaborate stitching and an eye patch and a head wrap made from stylish material. That sounds quite complicated, but you're an accomplished leatherworker, so I can tell you how to make it. For the elaborate stitching, basic hair beast leather would be ideal. Please, okay, good. I was gonna say, please make a list right over here, so I can just grab it from my stash. I should have all these already pre-banked, so this should be really quick. My old accounts probably don't have these pre-banked, which is gonna make them take a lot longer. But our main account does have every single one of these pre-banked. For elaborate stitching, basic hail beast leather would be ideal. You need one full piece, no offcuts. You'll also need to provide the stylish material you mentioned. How can I get this basic hail beast leather? That's what we already know. How can I get the stylish material? If you're looking for luxury, Quinn's the textile trader is the best person to talk to. I believe that's the guy over southwest from here. You'll find him in the waterfront market. That's waterfront market, right? Yeah, this is waterfront market. Just making sure. It will probably cost a pretty penny, though. That's fine. All right, let me get the hail beast leather thing. Go down to H. Should be this one right here. It's the basic, right? It's level 14. I don't know. Would my alt accounts have a level 14 here? Hopefully they do. All right, let me go get the stylish thing. Head right back over here then. And go make the disguise. I wonder if we get to keep the disguise, because honestly, his outfit's pretty top-notch. If we can keep the disguise as like a cosmetic override. But I haven't seen anyone walking around with it, which makes me think that we're not going to be able to. Because this quest's been out for like 6 hours now. So some amount of people would have already have the disguise walking around with it if you get to keep it. Greetings, sir. I have great deals of bulk textile. Oh yeah, I'm just here for your thing. Or like some particularly stylish materials. Anything you can be found, if the money is right. What are you looking for? I noticed Robert's Redeye's head wrap and eye patch. Do you sell that material? Big spender, eh? That's made by one of the finest weaves in the world. It has a price tag to match. I do have some available, though. If your coin purse is up for the challenge, as long as it's under 1 gold, we should be fine. How much are we talking? Oh, yeah, it's only 100 silver. Best I can do is 91 silver, 200 copper. This isn't just material. It's a work of art. Okay, here's the money. Easy enough. I've somehow skipped 3 items. Enjoy your material. Whatever you make, it's sure to turn heads. Alright, let's see if the things that we get go right over here, because if not, then we got a problem, because it seems like we skipped over a step somewheres. But let's go make our stuff. But I guess it's just the 3 pieces we're probably going to make. An eye patch, the head wrap, and the other piece. Alright, talk to him. I got all the material now. I'd like to make a disguise. Alright, what exactly do you want to make? It has a fancy hat with elaborate stitchings and an eye patch. We already read this earlier. Let's see. Elaborate stitching, blah, blah, blah. 1 full piece. I already got it. It sounds like I have everything I need. Here we go. Excellent. Let's get to work. Are you just going to fill out our items right here? Yes, no, maybe so. No. Oh yeah, how did I skip 3 items? How did your disguise work? Are you finished? The disguise is nearly complete. I just need to dye it black so the hat looks right, and it'll be perfect. I suppose you could do it as City Dies. That was some nice needlework, by the way. You learned well. All right, let's go head over to the dye place. What do we have here? Info. Yep, there's the head wrap, there's the hat, there's the eye patch, all in one single item. Let's go dye it black. No equip button, though. Alright, which color here is black? I think there's one, like, right by the door. Use item on. Oh, there's actually a special animation for it. Perfect. With the hat dyed black, my disguise is identical to Robert Red-Eye's headgear. And I managed it without staining my hands black, unlike Jerry. Let's see, do we? Yep, that is true. We did not stain it. Wear. You can't wear the disguise while the head is transmogrified. Oh, please tell me we get to keep this hat. Transmog. Default. Unequip. Actually, let's see if I can do it while it's equip. Yeah, I had a feeling you wouldn't be able to. This is checking. There we go. I hope we get to keep this hat. Look at me. I'm Robert Red-Eye. I'm doing a crime. You know what we got to do real quick, though? I got to change my whole look to match. Wait. We got to make our whole fit match. Wait. This is very important for the quest. Let's see. Unequip. Very, very important. Gotta go dye all this black. Or red to match the other thing. Let's try black first and see how it looks. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that twice. Equip. Maybe we do it red. I want to try to match the red that's on it. Unequip. Yeah, let's try this red and see if it matches. Not quite the right red. How about the brighter red? And if not, we'll go all black, I guess. Oops, that's not what I wanted. I wanted the other thing to be off. Unequip. Red. Does that match? Oh no, it still looks slightly off. Oh, we're just gonna go all black. All black is fine. Stick with plan A. Let's see. Unequip. Black. Just so we match the part completely. Yeah, there we go. We should be good to go. Alright, now we match. Alright, we matched the hat now. Actually, do we have a red scarf? Oh, just have an accent color. I don't think it's the same red, though. Well, that's kind of close. We'll roll with the red. Alright, there we go. Alright, now we match the part. Alright, where am I going? I'm going all the way over there. Let me tell you over there, then. We are correctly decorated for the quest. I sure hope we get to keep this hat, though. Yep, Venture's ready later tonight. I've still been running those because I need 24-hour Ventures. It's one of the reasons I really want Brick and Tile to come out already. Not even necessarily for the Brick and Tiles, but I need more 24-hour Ventures. Technically 23. Is this the guy? Sure looks like it. Wow, I'd recognize that getup anywhere. Very stylish. I know, it took us like a few minutes to go get it together, but we got it there. I wondered when I would meet Robert Red-Eye. I'm glad you're back in town. I have some urgent work for you. The last thief I hired is let down. What's wrong with the last thief you hired? What work do you have for me? Let's go see what he is. He's not the sharpest needle in the leatherworks, and he's surprisingly clumsy for a thief. Unreliable, too. He was supposed to steal some things I need, but he hasn't brought them. Last I heard, he was seen heading into the guardhouse of his own accord. He better not flap his lips, the little snitch. Yeah, the last thing we need is guards poking their noses in. I heard the Merchants Guild are hunting a petty thief. Oh gosh. Yeah, we're not gonna mention that. It sounds like good news. A liability like him being out of the picture. That's for sure. It's good to have a more reliable thief to work with again. What work do you have for me? The bosses need certain items to continue the work. I'm going to need a red candles. Okay, that's easy. This is east from here. Merchants Guild paper. Okay, that's at Merchants Guild. And a magnifying spectacles. That should be all the way north. Alright, I shouldn't need to ask anything here. I should know where all three of these are. Alright, let's go. I don't think I need to ask for any info. Red candle we already know because the other guy stole it. And obviously the candle place. Official Merchants Guild paper should be at Merchants Guild. I don't see any reason why it wouldn't be. And magnifying spectacles should be at the spectacle shop all the way north. Alright, first things first, let's go grab the candles. Can I just grab them, or do I need to, like, wait for them not to be looking or something? Or is it as easy as literally just pick it up and go? Steal or buy? Obviously we're gonna steal. Wait, just in case it has a scouting ability, I feel like I shouldn't walk in front of it. Old 5-finger discount. Keep shopping costs down. Alright, there we go. I don't know, let's see out of curiosity. If I go in front of him, will he notice? No. Oh yeah, that's really easy then. Thought we might have like line of sight that we just stole from him or something. Alright, next let's go to the Merchants Guild. And I got to go get the Merchants Guild paper. If I was there, it is bookcase. Search. Alright, and now let's go get spectacles. Which I would assume is at the spectacle shop. That'd be kind of weird if it's not. Oh yeah, here are the 3 items we missed earlier. I guess we technically didn't miss them. Though they seem to be in the wrong order. Because you get these 2 items way before you ever get the other thing. Oops, I didn't mean to unequip that. It's funny that it has dialogue text for it though. Oh, he only does it the first time. No! I thought you would do it every time he takes off the hat. He just said, what's his name, changes ways, blah, blah, blah. But it only happens the first time you do it. What if I log out and log back in if that would make him do the dialogue again? Alright, and it should be the spectacle shop right over here. Alright, where do I have to steal it from, though? I forgot I'm not buying. I'm here to steal. Alright, we got everything we need. Hippity hoppity, those spectacles are now my property. Yeah, there we go. Alright, that's everything you needed. Let me go and turn everything in. And we're still missing 4 items, which is kind of crazy. Guess we're gonna like power around through them. Though his objectives that he needs us to do is way quicker than I was expecting them to be. I was saying earlier we'll probably need to do like 3 things for him, but these 3 things took like literal seconds. I was expecting it to be like 3 elaborate things, but I guess it's already made us do quite a few other things in the quest already. Oh no, we still got 4 items though. Alright, let's talk to him. How goes all the stealing of the items? Oh, let's see. I have something to give you. Hand it over then. Oh, do I have to really do them one at a time? Fine, here we go. Here's the candles. Good job. The remaining items I need are the magnifying spectacles and the official Merchants Guild paper. Here's the paper. Nice work. The only item I need are the spectacles. Here we go. Why do you need those? Must be an old person writing them then. That was the last of the items I needed. You certainly deserve your reputation as a professional Red-Eye. You've done a good job and proven yourself loyal. It's time for a promotion. You can work as a courier for the administrators. Dun dun dun, gang. I wish I just said the administrators. What does that mean exactly? No. More petty theft. I'll provide you with forged delivery documents. You collect the item from the mark, then take it to the administrator's office on Judge Street. So what's next? It's time for a real job, if you're ready. About my next job. Who are the bosses? Who are the bosses? Ah, yes. It's time for you to become more familiar with the organization. For your next job, you'll be delivering directly to the administrator's office on Judge Street. That's what they call themselves, the administrators. They're different from most of the other gangs around here. On the surface, they run respectable businesses. Also, hello, Greybeard. Hello, campaign. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All been well. I've been doing pretty good other than being a little bit sick recently, but been good otherwise. Been a decent year so far. What are we doing here? I guess the forgers, though. Why haven't they been caught? What are they like? I have more questions. Yeah, why haven't they been caught? They keep a low profile and use middlemen like me to keep a distance from the guards. After all, why would the guards bother with hidden crimes when they can't keep up with the obvious crimes happening on the streets? Let's see. What are they like? I have more questions. About my next job. Your next job. There's a valuable painting in Bert's gallery the bosses have their eye on. So I need to rob the gallery. What did the boss want with the painting? Who are the boss? Okay, so I need to rob Bert's gallery. Yes, but it'll be easy. Bert will hand over the painting quite happily. Some merchant millionaire has bought the painting and is sending their staff to collect it later. But you're going to get there first and pretend you're one they sent. Am I going to make a new disguise? Is this going to be disguiseception? Surely Bert doesn't just hand the paintings out to anyone who asks. That's where the boss's latest masterpiece comes in. Forged delivery paperwork for the painting. Oh. Give this to Bert and he'll hand the painting right over. Then deliver it to the administrator's office on Judge Street. I should tell the Inspector Fairhog where the forgers are based first, in case I need backup. What was that you said? Nothing. I was talking to myself. In my brain. Alright, we should be good to go then. Let me go do what he just said. This well-made forgery allows the bearer to collect an expensive painting from Bert's gallery. Alright, first things first, let's go talk to the guy. Let's go get our backup. And then we'll go steal the painting. And then we'll go bring it back. See, how long have we been going with this quest so far? Because it's been almost an hour already. This one's actually been quite long compared to some of the other ones. It doesn't feel like we've done that much, though, to make it that long. What are you doing here? The thing, I have an update on the Merchant Guild's forgery case. Have you found the forgers? Yes, they're on Judge Street in the administrator's office. Excellent work. Is that where they store their stolen goods? It could be. I'm supposed to deliver a painting there. In that case, I'll gather some guards to raid the place. You should go ahead first, deliver the painting, then search the place to try and secure the loot. We don't want them to start destroying evidence when they see guards outside. Okay, I'll see you there. Good luck, and remember your red-eye disguise. Alright, let's go teleport to Crenopolis Market. I feel like I should take off this disguise for doing this, because he's probably going to mention that we're a red-eye right now. It's like, hey, I have a painting that looks like you. I kind of want to keep it on just so he references the painting. Use item on. Here it is. I have delivery paperwork here. Excellent. Now let's see which beautiful piece you're here for. Let me check. Yes. This all seems to be in order. Oh, lovely. That landscape is simply breathtaking. The artist captures light and shade in a way that few others can. It's delightful when terrific artwork finds its former home, or forever home. Alright, there we go. We got the painting. There you go. Please take extra care delivering it. That painting is very valuable. Thanks. I'll be careful. Alright, we got what we needed. Where are we delivering it to? Judge Street. There it is. New thing. Info. Stolen with forged delivery documents. Delivering this painting will help to infiltrate the forgery gang. Is that right over here that we're delivering it to? Open. Open sesame. Special delivery. What is it? Something Charlie took me to deliver. It's a surprise. It's the guards. Open up. No, it's a big flat box of Bert's from Bert's gallery. I have something that needs administering. Something Charlie told me to deliver. Nobody here knows a Charlie. And neither do you, if you have any sense. It's a big flat box from Bert's gallery. The bosses say they're running late, but come in. A metal sliding noise comes from behind the door. So we haven't needed to do our combat yet. Oh, it is an older guy. That would make sense why we need the other thing. Oh gosh, are we gonna have to do a puzzle in this room? I feel like we're gonna have a puzzle very soon. What am I doing in here? I found the administrator's thing. Gain entry, deliver the stolen painting. Alright, well, let me just talk to them then. Carry the goblet, add to the quill. What are you doing? I have a painting for you. Ah, now I've lost my place. I need to concentrate on this. You can leave any deliveries with all sop through there. Jasper, what is a book worth again? 28, Gilly. Much obliged, my dear fellow. Alright, use item on. Here you go. So I like how everyone here has the hat on because you need it for disguise. Here's the package I was asked to deliver. Cheers, mate. I'll make sure the administrators get this. Can I meet them? Not now, sorry. They're auditing the accounts at the moment and can't be disturbed. You can see for yourself. Or yourself out. I need to go into the... Okay, look for evidence. Okay, I just need to search everything then. Oh, we got something for a quest item. What a strange notebook I found. Full of symbols and numbers. Read. Oh, no. Oh, no. We gotta do some algebra. Basic algebra. But, we got symbols. And we're gonna need to figure out what their numbers are based on each formula. Oh, no. Is this needed for a code or something? Oh, no, you don't. It's locked for a reason. Locks only keep honest people out. I'm just testing the security. Oh, you're testing that? All right, Sunshine. No mistake there. Go on then. Keep it up. All right. Right click info. Oh yeah, that's not it. Locks only keep honest people out. Yes, and I keep dishonest people out. So clear off. What's in there? Telling you would breach client confidentiality. Besides, you taking such an interest in is troubling. What are you up to, huh? Alright, I'll leave it alone. Alright, so I can't do anything with that yet. Ottoman? Still need to find one more item. Oh, this is loot. This is normal loot. Oh, brick. Oh! They're stackable by the hundreds now. Oh no! That means all the bricks I grabbed in the past are kind of useless. But you grab them in the hundreds now. Oh no! So that means all the bricks I got earlier are basically dead content. You can get 100 of them in like one venture, if not multiple hundreds. Alright, so what do I still need to investigate then? Do I need to talk to them? Because I got a code, but I don't have anywhere to use the code. Because I don't have option to open the lock at the moment. What are you doing? I've delivered the painting. Can I join your company? No. No vacancies here. Now I've lost my place. Okay, now I need to go talk to the other one. Or can I even talk to the other one? Divide this quote by the scroll. How's the paper going? I've delivered the painting. Do you have any work? Or how's the thing going? Now my thread of thought is frayed. What are you doing this? Gilbert, what's the total 3 scales again? That would be 39, Jasper. Okay, so they're giving us some of the hints right now. So 3 skills is 39, so 1 skill is 13. Alright, let's go bring up a notepad. Okay, I need to start keeping track of what each symbol is. Too bad there's not a thing in-game to have an overlay for that. Let's see. What's the easiest way to bring up a notepad real quick? You know what? I'm literally just going to use RuneLight's notepad. Let's see. So a skill is 13. All right, let me go bring this up real quick. One of these is correct. That should be it, right? Okay, move this over, move this over. All right, there's my notepad. All right, we're gonna keep track of what each one of these are. A skill is 13. All right, let's keep track of these one at a time. So a skill is 13, if I read that correctly. So that would be 39, Jasper. So let me just read this again. How's the paperwork going? And now my thread of thought is frayed. What are you doing this? Gilbert, what's the total of 3 scales again? That would be 39. So 1 scale is 13. All right, check. So 1 scale is 13. Let's see. Let me move this over so it's not blocking the other thing. There we go. All right, perfect. All right, 1 scale is 13. Check. Now, what was the other guy's hint? So a scale is 100% 13. Carry the goblet, add to the quill. What are you doing? I've delivered a painting. Yeah, what are you doing? I've lost my place. I need to concentrate on this. Jasper, what is a book worth again? Okay, so there's a book. So what is a book worth? 28. Okay, so a book is worth 28. So we can do that to... Okay, so book equals 28. Okay, so a scale is 13. A book is 28. And I would assume that means we can figure out the rest based on that. So let's see what we can figure out based on that. So based on a book being 28, we can figure out what a scroll is. Because all we have to do is take 52 and minus 28 from it. I'll put it in the calculator just to make sure I don't mess up. But 52 minus 28 is 24. And then half of that, because there's 2 scrolls, means that a scroll is 12. So a scroll equals 12. There we go. All right, what else do we need? Let's see. So with a scroll being 12, we can now figure out what the coin is. So a scale was 13. A scroll was 12. And then we minus that. So scale was 13, 12, so that's 25. Minus 4, that means, or it's minus 4. Because we would need to get to 21. So that is 4. A coin is 4. So coin equals 4. Okay, what else do we need? We have a cup. So now we should be able to figure out what cup is. So a scroll is 12. A coin is 4. So that is now 8. And then we add 3 to get to 11. So a cup is 3. A cup equals 3. Okay. And now the only thing we don't know, I believe, is quill. But we should have all the symbols needed to go and do that. So we have these 3 symbols already known. We have 3, we have 4, and we have, what was the paper thing again? We have 12. So that is a total of 19. Subtracting 19 from 38. Oh, no, we'd have to add it, right? Because that's what the quill is. So we'd have to add... No, because we're trying to get to 38. Yeah, so that number would have to be bigger than it. So we'd have to add 19 to 38 then. So that number would be... let me just calculate real quick. I know, brain bad today. That's such basic math. 57. So quill should be 57 then. And now we could do it in reverse as well. Quill equals 57. Because if we do this in reverse, we should be able to minus all the other ones. So if we minus cup, which is 3, then minus coin, which is 4, and then minus scroll, which is 12, we should get 38, and we did indeed get 38. Okay, so those numbers that I have right over there should be the final numbers that we need. Let me go move this over so it's not blocking as much. Oops, not that one. Where is my thing? There we go. And let me move that all the way down. But yeah, that should be what we need then. So that should be all of our info in question. Let's put that right over there for now. So a skill is 13, a book is 28, a scroll is 12, a coin is 4, a cup is 3, and a quill is 57. What on earth do I do with this information? I have no clue. Because he's not letting me go through the lock at the moment. Is there something happens if I go outside? Didn't they say they were bringing the guards over? Wait, what am I supposed to do with this info, though? So we have translated all of the codes. But I don't have anything to use the codes on. Is there anything else I could talk to him with? Thanks for delivery. But what are you still doing here? Having a look around. I'm trying to hide from the guards outside. Do you have any work for me? No. We don't hire directly. Instead, we contract work out. If we need you for future work, we'll find you. I'm trying to hide from the guards outside. They're nosing around? Are they? The cheek of them. If there's one thing guards hate, it's seeing hard-working citizens doing well. Success makes them suspicious, see? It's jealousy, really. I'll go and remind them. Okay, so he'll go out and then I'll be able to go do the thing. Perfect. I'll go remind them they should be catching criminals. I'll let you know when the coast is clear. Alright, can I do the lock now? Because he's gone. Okay, let me try opening the store. Now, this is not someone to stop me. Okay, we got multiplication going on here. Okay, so the door has a combination lock in it. There are symbols, which we have already pre-translated. Nice. Okay, so we have QoL, which should be 57. We'll find out if we were correct. QoL is 57. Scroll is 12. So multiply that. What were the other two? Coin is... Oh, that would explain why his other two were so low. 4, and then the other one is 3, right? Yeah, we got a coin. The other thing, doesn't matter what order we do it in, it's multiplication. So the code should be 8,208. Let me put that down too, in case we need it later, for the other accounts. 8,000, because I assume it's the same for all, unless it randomly generates it. But that should be an 8,208 for the code then. All right, let's see if that's correct. 8, 2, 0, 8. Please be right. Easy. Alright. What are we doing in here? Stack of paintings, stack of paintings, stack of paintings, stack of... But they've got a lot of paintings. What on earth's going on with all these paintings? None of these paintings are the ones stolen from the Merchants Guild. None of these are from the Merchants Guild. None of these are from the Merchants Guild. None of these are from the Merchants Guild. None of those are from the Merchants Guild. Oh, I found one from the Merchants Guild. Leave that alone. Keep your paws off the paintings. Outrageous. How dare you invade our beloved study? Allsup. Your specialist skills are required. Are we gonna have to fight him? You're looking peckish, mate. You must try this knuckle sandwich. Are we going to have any unique mechanic, or are we just going to obliterate you like nothing? Oh yeah, I saw my other weapon because it was doing a different enemy earlier. So I don't think it's really going to matter too much. He's a level 140. We can literally punch him to death. Alright, there we go. Alright, now can I have my painting? I should arrest the forgers before I get distracted. Oh, fine, we'll go arrest them. Arrest. You're under arrest. You don't have to say anything. However, that will make Captain Whalton furious, so I don't recommend it. You're under arrest. You have the right to... not much, really. A jail cell, perhaps. Right. You lowlife, stay where you are. Oh, it looks like you didn't need our help after all. We can secure the scene and get these two to the guardhouse. Fairhog says you should try to find the Merchants Guild painting and take it straight to them. I found it already. Hey, we're good to go. That seems like quest completed. Just gotta return the painting, return back to the thing, and we're good to go. I finally got it. The portrait stolen from the Merchants Guild. I should get this to Baldwin Vranch. He'll be thrilled. Okay, let me go head back. Let me go turn in this painting. This priceless masterpiece is a portrait of the one of the founders of the Merchants Guild. Alright, let me go turn this in. And then we should just have to go to Detective Place, and then boom! That should be quest completed. And then we gotta go do that 2 more times! Alright, let's talk to him, not you. Talk to you. What brings you to the Merchants Guild today? I'd like to do some trading, the thing. I've recovered the painting. Excellent work. Thank you so much. Hand it over when you're ready. I've arrested the forgers. Here's the guild's painting that they stole. Ah, my grandfather's portrait. Excellent work. Thank you. You should have the honor of unveiling it. Head upstairs whenever you please. The guild's... Oh, is that what that is for over there? The guild's reputation and my family pride are restored. We can proudly hang the painting for all to admire. To show our gratitude, you may use the Express Bounty Board. Oh! Is this infinite rerolls? There's no way this is infinite rerolls. There's no way this is infinite no cooldown reroll. It has to have a cooldown or something. Merchant just got so... Why do they keep buffing Merchant? Merchant's been buffed like 15 times since launch. Either directly or indirectly. I'll take it though. To show our gratitude, you may use the Express Bounty Board we've added just outside the south door. Wait, south door? Wait, oh no, I think this is still a timer board, but I don't think you have to go all the way up there anymore. Wait, what? Interesting. To show our gratitude, so this isn't as broken as I thought, but this is still really useful. To show our gratitude, you may use the Express Bounty Board we've added just outside the south door. That should help your business bloom. Alright, there we go. We got a bunch of Detective XP, Merchant, Leatherworker, and use of the Express Merchant Board, which is the main reward for this quest. Alright, where's this board? Actually, let me put the painting up first. Okay, so this is the normal board. Oh, there it is! Oh, that's very convenient. Okay. Okay, so it's not infinite rerolls. You still gotta do Merchant normally. But that is a very convenient location compared to a normal spot. Alright, painting reveal time. There we go. Nice. Info. This priceless masterpiece is a port. Yeah, we already read that earlier. Alright, there we go. Nice. Alright, perfect. And now whenever we want a merchant task, let me double check. Do they have the same roles? I assume they both have the same roles. That'd be insane if they have different roles, though. This should be pretty easy to tell if it's different or not. So was wine in top right and the other thing in top left? Are they the same roles or different roles? They are different roles! Oh, that's so good! Okay, so you get to double roll, and if you only want a quick single roll, you can just grab the outside board. Oh, that changes Merchant so much for the better. So you get 2 rolls per 2 minute. And if you only need a quick restock, you can just grab this board and go on your way. That is so good. So we can like grab this, get like a perfect thing, go ahead to the other one real quick, get up there, then double check this, then double check the other one, and then head out with like a perfect 4 or perfect 6. Oh, that is so good. So we do this, boom, 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 grab the ones that are good. Grab that from corner. I don't know, we'll wait on this one. Let's get a really good setup for this. Orange, sure, why not? We'll take an orange over there. And then we should get the rest of our thing from the other board outside. Oh, that's nice. So you still kind of have to come up here unless you're just grabbing the express just to fill out a couple. And then we grab this and then get our double over here. Oh, we didn't quite get what we wanted here for a really good run. But, I don't know, I guess we could bring plates down there. We kind of need to go there anyways. I guess I should have grabbed plates from the other thing. But yeah, it's cool. Oh, I guess I won't bother with it now, right now, though, but cool. Alright, do I get to keep this hat? What's going on with this hat? If I take this hat off, do I lose it forever? What's going to happen to my hat? I feel like if I click remove, it's going to be gone forever. Disguise, compromise of an ornate leather hat and an eye patch and a banana made from exquisitely designed material. The items are identical to those worn by the professional thief Robert Redeye. And if I remove, do we get a transmog for it? No! It's gone forever. Sad. I might keep it for my second guy. The second guy's fit would work really well for this hat. I'm gonna let the second guy wield it forever. But yeah, they gotta add that later. We gotta get that as a transmog after you complete the quest. It'd be the first non-holiday transmog. But they gotta add that as a transmog. You can't not do that. Alright, well, let me go wear my normal hat and transmog that back to bird. Transmog, bird. Yeah, they gotta add that as the first non-quest, first non, what's it called, transmog. Also, I might just keep this get up for a little while. Honestly, it looks kind of clean. Okay, let me go put away all this junk that we have. Sell it out, go back to the other thing we need to go do. and head back to the other account. Yeah, we'll just go to the AFK activity. All right, let's go do it on the other 2 accounts. Let's go get the timer rolling. Where is the timer? Pin the timer. Is that centered? No. Is that centered? No. Is that centered? Kind of. How about now? No. I will get this. Oh, that looks about centered, almost. Alright, looks good enough. Actually, just a little over to the left. Alright, that should be good. Alright, so this will be our timer for the next 2. And we'll make it a 1 hour. I highly doubt it would take us that long, though. Now we know what we need to do, and we don't need to read any dialogue. Alright, there we go. We got a 1 hour timer. Oh, that still reminds me of a 2.7-star quest that didn't come out yet. Who knows? Maybe the next quest. Alright, let's go put this guy to rest at his little venture. And then, yeah, we'll start running, the other 2 real quick then. See what kind of time we can get them done now that we know everything. And we don't need to read through everything. Let's go bring him back. Also, I wonder if you even need a forensic potion. I'm going to try to do it without a forensic potion this time. So that might up the time a little bit on this one. Alright, let's go into the other account. But this guy right here is the one I want to keep the hat on. I got to make sure to never remove it. This guy's getup works so well for the hat. Oh yeah, I'm currently having them work on combat. It's a little bit of a waste, but yeah, I've been having them do that recently. And let me go put away all my junk. And then we'll go start the quest. We're already halfway here. Alright, let me get rid of my helmet. Unequip. Transmog to default. And then we'll go get him his nice hat. And I will make sure to keep the hat on this guy. But hopefully it'll add it as a permanent transmog at some point. Alright, let me go put away all this junk. Let me go store away my hat for now. Quartermaster. Deposit. Alright, let's go start the quest. And we'll start the timer as soon as quest begins. And we should have all the requirement, right? It was 67 detective, 60 leatherworker, 63 merchant. Yep, I got enough. The main one that was in concern was leatherworker. But yeah, we got high enough. We only need 60, we have 67. Alright, where do we start this quest again? Guards Archive. Okay, I know where that is. Alright, let it begin. Start timer. And then on the 3rd account, we'll try to beat this time. Alright, begin. Alright, I'm here to investigate your cases. Blah, 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 blah. Good plan, blah, blah, blah. Where are we going now? No, 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 I did the same mistake earlier. Don't click on that. Okay, we're going to Merchant's Guild. Telly. Immediately telly as soon as you go here. So you got to talk to this guy, immediately teleport to... did I just teleport to the wrong side? I did. Immediately teleport to market. The last run will definitely have a lot of time to make up. We could probably like half this time with how many mistakes we're going to make. So you talk to him, you then immediately teleport to Merchant's Guild, you then talk to this guy. We got to get the info about the thief. I got to get his papers. Let's see. So we got to do any combination that gets to the papers. Blah, 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 blah. I have more questions. Blah, blah, blah. Guild's reputation. How have you been robbed? Blah, blah, blah. Grandfather, founder. Why is the portrait important? Which one of these is correct? I blame the auction staff. I have more questions. What do I need to do? I'll interrogate everyone. You have change your documents look. Documents? I could go undercover. Yeah, that one. Let me talk. Do you have any clues? There we go. Okay. That's what we needed. Okay, we're out of here. I think that's the last thing we needed. Guards Archive. I need to go show it to him. He's then going to tell me to go find where all the fakes are. We're then going to grab the 4 fakes real quick. Which I assume are not randomly generated. Should still be the same 4 that we did the first time around. Anything I'm not sure that's going to be randomly generated is if it's going to be the code. They might make the code different for everyone, so you actually have to do math. Well, we'll try the one initially. Alright, let me go talk to this guy. Talk to you, blah, blah, blah. You're going to tell me about the board, blah, blah, blah. Where can I sort these forgeries? New room. Okay, we're out of here. No, no, don't do it again. Alright, let's go over here. into the room that's locked off over here. Put them up on this message board right here. Alright, put it over here. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, all the forgeries. Let's see, forgeries. Boom, boom, boom. You do not have a border. You don't have the symbol. You have a square symbol. And you have faded text. Alright, we got it. Easy enough. Alright, where do we go now? I have a pile of documents which need examined for clues. Okay, I gotta go to the science place. Examine forgeries. This is where it mentions scientific, right? Finding clues, hold still, require... Yeah, the scientific approach. Alright, let's see if I need a forensic thing. Otherwise, we're gonna need to spend some time getting a forensic potion. Use item on this. I'm going to need a moderate forensic potion. Okay, quick, buy a moderate forensic potion. Go, 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 go! Should we pre-buy that on the final run? But yeah, it's a moderate forensic potion. Which I think is tier 2. The most ideal way would be to already have one in your bank, good to go. Actually, I don't even know if these accounts do have one in their bank. Let me go check real quick. I probably should have done that while I was there. I don't feel like I do, though. Yeah, I don't. Okay, just making sure. I need a moderate forensic potion. Forensic. Where even are they in all this mess? Moderate forensic potion. Yep, that would be this one. Teleport over. Teleport back. Yeah, I'm gonna pre-buy that, I think, on the final run. That may be the hide as well. But I don't know, we'll do it during the quest. We'll consider it like a quest item. I'll still count it towards the time. And I'm probably gonna have to process the leather too, because I'm not sure if either of them have the correct leather banked already. Just because they kind of, well then again, I don't know, maybe they did. Because in early game they would have had to have, because it's pre-20. Which is everything post-20, they kind of AFK'd. Also, why did I go this way? I'm pretty sure it was quicker going the other way. As I'm pretty sure going west and going through that gate is slightly quicker than going all the way around this way. For getting the middle, it's slower, but for getting to this house, it's better to go west rather than east. Use item on, forensic on this. Alright, we now have this. Read. Okay. All the info. Blah, blah, blah. My forensic report shows that the forger's getting red candles from somewhere. Alright, let me go to the red candle guy then. And then we'll make a sketch of him. Should get over to the sketch page ready to go. Upside, I gotta run the... Oh, no, I'm going the right way. Yeah, let's get ready on the sketch. Talk to this guy. Let's see, I need to ask them about some red candles. Perhaps they're getting stolen. I could stake out. I can make a sketch. Alright, stake out. Cutscene time. Alright, then we're going to make a sketch out of the paper. Alright, now we should be able to make a sketch. Alright, we got it. Read info. Alright, blah, blah, blah. Someone in the guard house might recognize him. Okay, let's go to the one person who recognized them earlier, which I believe was the northeastern guard in this room over here. I'm pretty sure it was northeast over here. Right over there. But yeah, we're going to keep that hat on this account. I hope they add a way to get it in the future, though. Like next week, do an update that makes it a transmog that you permanently get to keep afterwards. That's a pretty cool hat. I'm definitely going to be rocking this guy with it. Are you going to round up another set of suspects? Because right now you can't oh, I meant to use item on. Because right now you can't currently use an armor head piece while also doing that. Alright, Jerry to Jug. Candle Thief was Jerry to Jug, had been identified. Okay, let me go talk to this person, then talk to the vase person, then talk to Jerry to Jug. Then go get our new job by getting all the material we need for the other thing. Steal all the items, go to the other place, blah, blah, boom. Number of vases, blah, blah, blah. I just noticed one, oh, wait, it's just right over there. Okay, that makes this easy. I just realized something. One way that they technically made that generic fight harder was making it so you don't have the armor from your helm. They're at a combat level on all accounts that's not going to matter at all. I forgot what the correct answer is for this guy. Let's see. Let's see. I need to ask you some questions. It's better than being arrested. You'll be helping the community. The merchants guilds are after you. It's misunderstanding. They found evidence that leads to you. Okay, there we go. It's the place safe from the guild. Best place to keep. Yeah, there we go. Let's go interrogate him. This I do remember what the two answers were, because you had to use the forensics report to figure out what these two answers were. And it was Merchants Guild plus the ink. Merchants Guild and ink. Why do you steal for something of such a low value? Let's see. It was that final one. I know where you've been. You have been at the Merchants Guild. And I know what you've done. The black ink. Alright, there we go. Perfect. Been caught red-handed. Who we working for? Alright, we're good to go. Is this a teleport angle now? Guards Archive. Okay, let me go to him. I think we need to go teleport to start getting our outfit or whatever it was. For whatever reason, I feel like we have to teleport immediately after talking to this guy. Talk to about the inquiry. Alright, the guards, blah, blah, blah. Oh yeah, let me go get his file. Alright, yeah, and now we teleport over. Okay, that's why I thought we had to tele. It's because this thing right over here. Alright, we got everything we need. Now I need an expert leatherworker. Of course, that can only be one person. Also, one good thing about buying this forensic potion at the level range that we are is we actually do get to still use this forensic potion. Well, I guess technically not for these two accounts, but for a normal account you would. Because the requirement for this quest is level 67. If the potion is used at 92. They're going to change that with milestones. But you would actually still be able to get value from it rather than just reselling it back. Oops, not with the text I wanted. Alright, we know where to get both of these. Please tell me I have Hail Beast in here. Yes! Okay, that means the other account probably has it as well. Because this is pre-level 20, so I probably did it on both the two accounts. So both of them should have some amount of basic Hail Beast leather. Perfect. It's going to save us a lot of time of having to make it then. So we're not going to pre-buy the potion, but we do have a pre-made Hail Beast leather for this run for both accounts. But I'm not going to pre-buy the potion for either of them though. Wow, this guy hasn't even talked to this guy yet. In all fairness, you don't get the merchant thing until later. Alright, there we go. And now we go make the disguise, dye it black, wear it for the rest of the time until they make it a transmog. Because I actually want this account to keep it. We are going to lose all the defensive stats of the helmet. But I'm hoping in the next week or two they make it a transmog permanently. Oh, so this skill has so much potential for making cosmetics in the future. Hopefully this will be the first one of many. Alright, we put the black dye in here. We're at 15 minutes. I think we can get the quest done in under 30. So far, all of them we have been able to for the rerun. There hasn't been a single quest since we've been timing them that the final rerun wasn't under 30 minutes. I need to go to Twiddle Corner, which is what, right over here, right? Oh, no, I'm going to the wrong way. Other way. Because I forgot, I need to go get my task. I need to get my triple task. Which was what? Steel candle, steel paper, and then steel glasses. And then telly back. So for the first one, I don't need a telly at all. The second one, I should telly to the guild. And then run north. And then telly back to this area that we're in right now. Alright, let's go get our tasks. Figure out which one of these dialogues gets us there quicker. Or mash click through all of them very quickly. Whatever works. Oh, so this quest really likes you using item on people. So whenever we have to go bring an item to someone, we should go and right-click use. Because this quest seems to really like doing that. Okay, I got all my objectives. We're out here. He's just telling me info on how to find them. We already know where they are. Even on the first run, we already knew because there's stalls that you already use for merchant. So if you've done merchant to a decent degree, you'd already know what the 3 stalls are. The candle, the merchant's guild, and the magnifying spectacle thing. I'm sure we forgot about the candle place earlier, though. Not like we forgot, but you know. Wasn't like the first thing that crossed my mind there. Because there were some other NPCs where we had to deal with something candle related. They just weren't the actual candle shop. Yeah, one more to go. Alright, let's go see what that one dialogue was when I did that earlier. Robert Redeye has changed his ways. No more crime for me. Alright, there we go. But yeah, we're going to be keeping this hat on for the rest of the time until they make it a transmog. It fits this guy's appearance really well. I was wondering what would happen if you buy it. I feel like it would give so much more dialogue. And it would probably reimburse that at the end of the quest. Alright, so now we gotta right-click use all these items, because trying to talk to them takes way longer for no reason. I was hoping that you would just triple turn in them with a talk, but you gotta use them real quick with right-click use on. A lot of NPCs in this quest are set up that way. I forget what we need to do directly after this. Because we're getting somewhat close to the end already. We're only 20 minutes in. We're about to be 20 minutes in. 40-minute mark is 20 minutes. I wish Steam had one that counted up instead of down. Alright, there we go. Got it. Okay, we're good to go. I don't think I need anything else. Just gotta go there with that document, immediately get the photo. Then I think we have to talk to one other person, then we head down the alleyway. You gotta go back to our guard's archive. Oh, I should have done that first. Okay, on the final run, I gotta do that first. As it's quicker to go from here to there than it is to go from there to here. And then from here, I teleport over there, then grab that. Because I believe the step after that is to go to east. And I'll go double check. But if immediately after completing this next step, it tells me to go east. On our next run, we gotta talk to this guy. But then once we get that info, I gotta go to here first, talk to this guy. Then teleport here, get the painting, and then we head over there. So we don't have to like double backtrack there. It's just way quicker to get there from west side. At least based on where we're already gonna be. Yep, okay, yeah. On the final run, we gotta make sure to do that first. And then teleport to east. Then we'd grab the painting right now. And then when we grab the painting, we'd be right here, ready to go. Oh, so this next section is going to be really quick, not needing to do the code like we did the first time around. Alright, we got to talk about the painting. Alright, we're in. I should just have to talk to this guy and talk about guards outside. Oh, I need to go get the book. So you gotta grab this book first. Not sure if you need to read it, but there we go. Okay, seems to be the same that we got last time. Wait, how do I talk about guards? Maybe I need to grab both of their hints first. Might be required to get both their hints. Even though we already know the answer. Oh, maybe I need to interact with the door. At least once. There we go. Yeah, you gotta interact with the door once, it seems. And then you get a dialogue about telling them to go outside. And then you solve the code, but we already solved it on our main account. And if it's the same code, then this should be very, very free. And it looks like it is the same code. 8208. 8208. Same for every account. Easy. Oh, that's so free. Alright, we go over here. Grab the painting. Kill the one guy that spawns. But yeah, that's not too bad at all. It's gonna be a 25-minute quest, it looks like. And that's not even our quickest run. This next one should hopefully be quicker than that. There we go. Now I gotta jail these two. And now we grab the painting. Then we'll return the painting. Alright, teleport to over there. But it looks like we'll make it in 25 minutes. Not bad at all. I just realized there's not a thing over there until afterwards. Interesting. There's literally just nothing there but a wall. Let's see. I've recovered the stolen painting. Oh, I forgot. Use item on. This quest is so use item on heavy. Where the dialogue box doesn't actually trigger. Oh yeah, that's already quest completed. Stop time. So that took, what? 23 and a half minutes. 23 and a half. Wow, that is actually really quick. It's weird because the first time around took so much longer because there's actually like stuff you have to decide. Like I feel like that one was one of the longest quests we've had to do when deciding everything. Or, you know, figuring everything out. Because you had to go through like the whole investigation process. But compared to other quests, the speedrun of it is actually quite a bit quicker. Because we might actually be able to get under 20 minutes. Especially if we pre-buy the potion. Which I think I will just to see how quick it actually ends up going. So we could do it with all pre-buys then. Since we'll also have the Hail Beast leather. I'll grab the Hail Beast leather from the storage though while we're there. But I will pre-buy the potion. Alright, there we go. Alright, let's go activate this. That brings us to 103 Detective. 68 Leatherworker, I think a merchant level. Don't think we can get into combat from it though. Alright, let's open this up. And of course now we have the extra bounty board if we ever want to use it as well outside. Which is really great for double grabbing bounties. And we got the brick. If only they had brick and tile venture already added to the game. Alright, oh that's weird. You have to rediscover this post. Alright, and then I'll just grab them, I don't know, a couple things. Here, take these, I guess. And I'll grab the other ones. Get them a nice little stack. But yeah, merchant buffed for the 15th time since launch. Because it definitely needed another buff. I don't mind though. I'm perfectly fine with them buffing it like crazy. Alright, there we go. Alright, let's go head out to, bring them to AFK, I guess. We're currently killing the rat people. I think we're doing the higher level thugs. Yeah, the long tails. I'll go put away this forensic potion. And, we should be good to go. And then we'll go run the speed run on the other account. Time to beat is 23 minutes and 30 seconds. And I will buy the forensic potion just to see if we could do sub 20. I feel like we'll be a little bit short just because I don't know what all the dialogues are though. If I knew the perfect dialogue to click every time, I think we could do sub 20. But I can't be bothered with that at the moment. But if we knew the exact perfect dialogue every time, we'd get sub 20 for sure. But of course, we're just trying to go quick, not the quickest possible. Let's see. Grab that, go back to AFK. And we'll keep the hat on forever. Until they make it a transmog. Alright, let's reset the timer. And let's go try it on this account. Alright, before we get rolling, let me go put this away. Oh yeah, I can actually just grab it from here. I forgot, we could grab it from any storage rift. Alright, we'll do both of this with pre-buy then. Well, then we already have pre-made. So I don't even need to go out of my way. Deposit all. Oh, it's right-click deposit all that lets you do it. Let me double check forensic potion. I did not have it. I'm just making sure. Let me grab the leather then real quick. Should be a Hail Beast leather over here. Grab one. Let me pre-buy the forensic potion. And yeah, let's see if we can get sub 20. Time to beat is 23 minutes and 30 seconds though. But let's pre-buy forensic. And that'll be every item we need. Already in our inventory, ready to go. And now all we have to do is figure out which one is the right dialogue every time. I wonder if the wiki has all the dialogue trees already for the correct options. I assume it would. We'll just play it by guessing. Well, some of them I know the answer to. Some of them I definitely don't, though. Alright, let's go to center, and yeah, let's start this quest. 23 minutes and 30 seconds the time to beat, and see if we can get sub 20. Although I don't think we're going to be able to do sub 20 if we're going flimsy on the dialogues, though. We could definitely make up like a solid 2 minutes. Like sub 21 is probably really possible with what we're about to do. Sub 20, you would kind of need to know what all the perfect dialogues are to get through it quicker. And I only know like half the correct dialogue. Oh, I'm about to find out. Start the quest right over here. Oh, so just for my sanity, I'm gonna walk into this room for like half a second just so I can walk there directly later. Otherwise your pathing's a little bit weird when you first move into it. Alright, there we go. Alright, let's go start this quest. Actually, let me get my eye real quick. What are you doing? Ugh. I'm gonna clear my eye. Ow, ow, ow. It has like an eyelash in it. How did this happen? Alright, 1 second. Technical difficulties, but eye. Alright, let me get a thing real quick. 1 second. Eye technical difficulties. Alright, I think I got it. I got an eyelash in my eye. Alright, I think we're good to go. Alright, so, we good? Let's go get the final speed run going. Time to beat 23 minutes 30 seconds from the previous one. Alright, let it begin. Alright, all these cases, blah 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 blah. Where are we heading to already? I already forgot. Wonderful. Merchants Guild, go. Immediately teleport to Merchants Guild. Let's go get that stolen painting. Alright, talk to this guy. The painting. What do I need to do? Could you change the document thing? I could go undercover. I need the documents. No. I have more questions. Are there any clues? Yeah, here we go. Perfect. Alright, we got what we needed. We're out of here. I just need the disguise, and I need this. Identify forgeries. I don't think we do that until we get there. Gotta go to Guard's archive. He's gonna give us info. We then need to go use this potion to go get it identified. We then... I don't even think we need to read it, but I guess we'll read it real quick just to check. I'm not sure if that checks anything in the quest dialogue or not. Because we already know the info from reading it the first time. Because you use the info from it for the interrogation. And it might force you to have to pre-read it so you would know the info. Alright, I would like more in the case, blah blah blah, blah blah. Some forgeries, blah blah blah. Yeah, I can identify them now, right? Wait, do I need that other dialogue box? Oh no! I'm not sure if I need the other dialogue box. Can I identify the forgeries? I forgot to grab that. There we go. Not sure if that's required. Let's see. Wait, did I never use the forensic potion? Did we like skip a step? I'm so confused. Because we never did the, I never did this. Wait, I'm so confused. Why can't I, Oh, because I need to identify the forgeries first. No! Yeah, you do gotta do that first. I forgot. And then once you have the forgeries, you go there. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Bad order, bad order. I already know the forgeries from doing this twice over now. It is you. Let's see. You are the faded text one. Where's the square? You're the square one. And one of these should be borderless. You're the borderless one. Alright, now we go to the scientific area. Now that we identified the forgeries from the non-forgeries. Alright, now we go over here. Yeah, it says scientific approach. Okay, just making sure. Wasn't sure if we had to go back to him to go check the dialogue, but no. Alright, now we can do that. And now we have all the info we need for the interrogation thing. I'll click the read on in case it checks something for a flag for that. Read. Alright, we got it read. Forensic report shows forgers are getting red candles from somewhere. And we know exactly where that is. And look, it did look like it did have a flag, so we did actually have to read it. And not just has a flag for the quest, but also gives you the info for the answer for the other thing. Well, of course, we already know the answer. I talk to you, blah, 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 about the candles. Let's see, perhaps they've been stolen. I could do stakeout. Let's see, I could get a culprit, do a stakeout. Alright, there we go, there's a stakeout location. No, I'm trying to get out of here. Get me out of this menu. Alright, and then we get a quick sketch of the guy. Hello, Tyrion, welcome, welcome. And he'll go and steal the thing. We'll grab a sketch of him. Oh yeah, I forgot to pre-take off my helmet. It's gonna waste like 30 seconds. Oh, use item on that, blah blah blah, do the face. Alright, there we go. Someone in the guardhouse might recognize him. We already know who that is. But as we're moving, let me start taking off our helmet. Transmog, none. And take off helmet. Unequip. Alright, there we go. Alright, I only wasted 2 ticks. Tick perfectly, that should be less than 1 second. You have a question about might wait till Gems Award tonight? Yeah, we'll be doing it at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Which is in, what, 6 hours from now? Alright, we're good to go. Identify, try to steal vase. Oh yeah, we gotta go over here. Also, I don't even think I need to talk to the vase person here. I always keep doing that both times. But it seems like the guy's just there. Right? Yeah, he's just literally there. I don't even need to talk to the vase person, I don't think. Blah, 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 vase stall, blah, blah, blah. What do you think you're doing, blah, blah, blah. Keep the sticky fingers. I'm sure you learned your lesson. I need to ask some questions. It's better rested. You'll be helping to, Merchants Guild is after you. It's a misunderstanding. Trying to clear your name. Let's see. Well, you have questions to answer. Is the best place to keep you safe from the guild. There we go. Alright, now we already know all the answers for this one. It's because there's so many steps you had to go through to figure out the answers for this one. That's one of the few I actually remember the exact answer for. Interrogate. I say that, I actually forgot what the very first dialogue is though, but I know the answer for the 2 major ones. Because I had a feeling it would reset if you did the wrong one. But apparently it doesn't actually reset. Right, apparently it's the final one. Of course it'd be the last one I go for. Alright, so this is going to be Merchants Guild and then whatever the other one was. I know where you've been. It was the Merchants Guild. Merchants Guild. And then I know what you did, which is the black ink. Alright, there we go. Alright, that is dialogue completed. I don't think it matters what we answer next. Yeah, that one does matter apparently. All right, there we go. All right, we're out of here. All right, next order of business. Where do we need to go? I already forget again. Guards archive. Okay, I got to talk to him, and then we talk about the thing. I then immediately teleport over after we get the document from this chest over here to north or to southeast. Talk about the thing. Talk about the Charlie. Talk about the thing. Talk about Red Eye. Actually, I think Red Eye's the only one that was useful there. Let's see. Blah, blah, blah. I could do jobs for them as well. Alright, we should be good to go. Let me go grab the guard archive thing, which is all the way over here. Read it. Alright, we should be good to go. Alright, now we go to Bert's Gallery, teleport over to Crenopolis Market. At Bert's Gallery, we talk to the painting. Then we gotta grab our 2 items, one of which we already have in our inventory, the Hail Beast leather. The other one we gotta buy from the other guy for like 91 silver. Talk to the painting. Alright, now we need to go and talk to a master leatherworker. Only one in the entire town. He's going to tell me to get 2 items. And I'm pretty sure that dialogue is required to get the other item. Otherwise, I would get it first. But I'm pretty sure it's required to progress this dialogue before we can get the other thing. Now we're 10 minutes in so far. We're like halfway there. I'd like to make a disguise. Yep, there we go. Get me out of here. Oh, so they really need to make that box better for when you click out of it to try to get out of it. They did that in an update long ago, but they didn't really fix that much. Like, it's hard to, like, click out of a box and then get out of the menu without clicking the X. Like, you're basically forced to have to do the X instead of just moving out of it. Because of how big the hitbox is. There's an update that slightly fixed it, but it didn't actually fix it that much at all. Alright, we got the fabric, we got the Hail Beast thing, we didn't get the black, or we get the hat, we didn't dye it black. And then we grabbed the 3 items for the other guy. Alright, talk to him, get our disguise, we got everything for it. There's also where you'd make the leather if you don't already have the leather. Or not here, but you know, you'd grab it from down south, make it over there, and then come back here. Alright, now we go over and dye it black. Oh, there we go. Ignore his dialogue. Oh, please tell me. Oh. Okay, I don't think you need to talk to him. Because it's telling me I need to dye it black, but I didn't actually talk to him to establish that we need to dye it black. So it seems like you can cancel that dialogue box without missing a trigger. Use item on. Okay, good, we're fine. Alright, canceling his dialogue is fine. Alright, now we gotta go west to go and get our 3 tasks. Then we gotta go steal our candle, teleport over, go steal the paper, and then go and steal the monocle thingy. Oh, before I do that though. No. That's after. Oh, we have the choice of getting the painting and talk to the guards. We gotta make sure to talk to the guards first. It saves like almost a whole minute over the route we went last time. Alright, we got all of our items. Good to go. Alright, first we get the candle. Then we'll teleport the Merchants Guild and we'll run north. Then we turn it all back to them. But then after we turn it all back, I gotta remember to go to Merchants, to go to the Thieving Guild or the Detective Guild first. That was a big mistake we made last time, was go for the painting first. But the painting is already in the area where you end the quest, so there's no point in doing it first. Because you have to backtrack there anyways. Alright, we're out of here. Oh, that's not mine. We need to go there later, not yet. All right, now we go and grab the paper from right here, search. And then we grab the spectacles all the way north. Then we teleport back to them, use one item at a time to go give them back. Then we go back to the detective guild, grab the info that we need to get our backup. And then we go grab the painting, and then we head straight to the final stretch. We're making pretty good time. If we want to be sub 20 minutes, we got to get it in 6 minutes. I know it's going to be tight, but it might be possible. Even with this many mistakes on dialogue boxes. Which would make it the quickest quest, I think, since we've started doing quest timing, oddly enough. Which is kind of insane, because this took me the longest to do for the first run. Yet the quickest run is going to be the quickest yet. Yet the normal run was the longest yet. I'm not sure what made us take so long. I guess because you actually had to solve some things. But I don't know, the math puzzle didn't really take us that long. I think it took us like, what, 5 minutes? Like, compared to some puzzles, that was actually relatively quick. Oh, so I really liked that puzzle. That was a good puzzle. Alright, use one item at a time. Give them all to him. And then remember to go to the detective place first. Do not teleport to the painting. Though we do need to trigger one more dialogue on him after, I think. There's like one dialogue I need to progress. What's my next job? Boss's painting. I forget which one of these is the, There we go. Okay, we got it. Alright, we're out of here. Wait, the other dialogue box didn't trigger yet. Wait, I'm so confused. Oh no. Who are the bosses? Why have they not been caught? What are they like? Why is the other one not a thing? I have more questions. What's your next job? So I need to go to Bert's gallery. What do bosses want with the painting? Oh no, where's the dialogue that you need to go talk to them then? I'm so confused. Oh no! My time! I'm so confused. Who are your bosses? We already went through this though. Haven't they caught? What are they like? I have more questions. I guess they, the forgers though. I'm so confused. Do I have to do the painting first? I could have sworn we had the option of both earlier. Well, rip like 1 minute. But yeah. That's so weird. Is it just a visual glitch? I'm not sure. Because last time I did this, I was able to do both immediately. I'm not sure if I just missed a dialogue that let us do it or what. I might be wasting like a solid 2 minutes here. Oh no! Well, rips up 20 minutes. Oh no. Yeah, he has the dialogue. I got scammed. It didn't show me the thing there. I am so confused. Or am I just think I'm at a different part of the quest than I think I am? But no, if I just talked about a backup there, then no, that was correct. It just didn't show it on my quest log for some reason. That's so weird. Alright, let me go steal this. But yeah, now we should be able to go east, unless it's going to make me have to go back there. Yeah. That is so weird. It just didn't show up in my quest helper thingy. It did last time. Now, that's a little bit of a bug. But it didn't show me I had to do that other step in my quest helper. Like it did on the other 2 accounts. Maybe it's only bugged on female characters. Because it worked perfectly fine on the other 2. That was throwing me off for that 1 minute there. Okay, I believe the trigger for this is to talk to the door. Though I'm pretty sure I do need the translation book, though. So talking to the door should give me a dialogue here to tell him outside. Yeah, the guards are outside. Now we can put the code into the door, which is, we discovered earlier, is 8208. After some quick algebra. Let's see. There we go. Talk to the correct painting. We'll then get a quick fight, which will go down like nothing. There, we're good to go. And we're way over leveled, as are all the accounts. And then we go arrest them. Honestly, even with this many mistakes, it's almost still going to be sub 20, which is kind of crazy. Because all we have to do is just talk and get that painting back. It's going to be like 21 minutes, but that's still fine given that we wasted like a whole minute there. I'm actually really surprised that it's still almost sub 20 with that many mistakes. I think all we have to do now is grab the painting and then bring it back to him real quick. Actually, I might still make it. Barely, though, if we do. Wow, are we going to make it? There's no way. Because doesn't quest end the second we talk to him? Just got to use item on painting. I think we still got it. Even with one mega major mistake. Use item on painting. Come on. Yeah, we did it! Sub 20 minutes! Yeah, there we go. Even with like a 1 minute long mistake. And some dialogue fumbles because we don't know the exact one for some of them. Aw, 69 leatherworker, nice. Yeah, there we go. We got the express board. Very nice. So yeah, let me move that over there. Nice! Yeah, just under 20 minutes. Even with all those mistakes. Alright, let's go put our crime behind us. Robert Redeye has changed his ways and no longer, no more crime for me. There we go, we got our helmet back. Alright, let me transmog that back as well. Transmog to hat. Okay, there we go. Alright, there we go. And now we have 2 message boards now. Whenever we need them, one over here and one on the other location. We got a couple set up already. See if we can get something out of the other one. We'll probably discard those 2. And we'll get him over to his AFK as well. And then I guess we'll go over the patch notes and the other thing real quick then. Since we're kind of in the final stretch then. What do we want here? Discard that. I guess we don't need wine. Double carrot could be okay. Just making sure we don't double up weirdly anywheres. I think that's fine. Well, it's good enough. Alright, anyways. Let's go bring this to its AFK activity. And then we should be good to go. But yeah, that's all 3 quests completed then. Or, you know, the same quest 3 times. But yeah, I think the first run took us 1 hour and 20. The second run took 23 minutes. And the third run took 20 minutes. Oh yeah, let me put away this one forensic potion. Alright, so there's 2 other things I want to go do real quick. I want to go over the changelog that happened pretty recently. And mess around with a couple things, like the combat thing on the main account. Just very briefly. That and go over the most recent leak. So let's do the leak first. Because I don't think the patch notes thing is visible, is it? I think we can access that through news, can we? No, I'd have to go and bring it up through the other tab. But we do have the brighter leak, so let's go over this real quick. So, brighter leak number 27, I believe this came out a little bit before Christmas, why we have like a Christmas tree leak. So as far as this, I believe this was like kind of a yearly summary. But welcome to the 27th edition of the brighter leak. The final leak of 2025. At this time of the year, it is tradition to have a review of the past 12 months. So we thought we should do that for Brighter Shores. This year in Brighter Shores, we have launched numerous quality of life improvements, including a patch that we will be going over briefly soon. The Unified Combat Profession, probably the worst thing that has happened. Easter 2025 event. The Brighter Leak, which is what these are. The Herbalist Hurdle Quest, the first one in new quest. Potion Belt, which the Herbalist Hurdle Quest brought in. Missing Fisherman Quest. Player-to-player trading. We're on Iron Man basically on all of our accounts, so I almost forgot that was even a thing. Bot or Beast? The botanist profession, which is a rework of the Forger profession. I mean, I actually forget what it's even called now, but the Gatherer. It was a rework of the Gatherer profession. Accompanying updates to the Forger and Alchemist professions. Blade of Spores quests, the Halloween 2025 event, Because quests, the Maintenance Crew quests, Christmas 2025 event, and fixing various typos. Next year, which is now, we have more exciting stuff planned, starting with a new quest in January, which we literally just did today. This will be followed by the Milestones beta. Oh, Milestones beta is soon. And then the Milestones update itself. Nice, the beta's in the next few weeks potentially then. Over the year, we will be working on the following things, although not necessarily in this order. More quests, which will probably be the first thing they do after Milestones. More holiday events, obviously Easter being the next one. More bounties, minigames, board events, dungeons, combat improvements. Episode 5 soon, TM. Finally, we would like to wish all of you happy birthday, happy holidays. And a bunch more stuff on the milestones. Anything worth reading here? I think it's just everything that they already have done and that they're going to be doing soon. We'll be able to see a lot more of it in the beta. So I'll just wait until then. Launch schedule. We already knew this. That's why we streamed today. We already knew in advance that this quest would be coming out. All the stuff the team's been working on and just all the normal stuff. Okay, there we go. So there's one thing I want to go bring up real quick, though, that is not related to that. And that is if we go over to, I guess, discussions, and we go over to news. There is an update that has happened recently that I want to go over. So, the update of, where is it? Where's the big mega quality of life update they did? Was it this one? I think it was this one. Here it is. So, the character select interface now shows the passive your character was doing when you logged out and how long before it lapses. So it's really easy to tell when you're AFK now how long you'll have for each of the activities. The passive activity footer now shows how long before the current passive activity lapses. So it'll tell you if there's like 18 hours left, 12 hours left, so on and so forth. Ran repeatedly fighting the same foe. Here's the big one. This one right here. This was the main thing that they did to help combat. Obviously, combat still needs a lot of help, but this has been really nice. This is the main one I actually want to go show. When repeatedly fighting the same foe, your character will automatically choose the weapon you chose the first time you defeated the foe. So, for example, if you want to always start with your ranged weapon, you will always now start with your ranged weapon after you set it once. It is so good. I've done some combat with it, and it is so much better. When repeatedly crafting the same weapon, the weapon crafting interface will open with the level you chose for the previous one, so you don't have to keep inputting it every time. Also great. After opening a bank from a storage rift, you can now press the back button to go back to the bank selection screen, which is nice. You can actually like menu through it now instead of being brought all the way out like before. The storage rift in Ray of Bays has been moved slightly so that you can access it equally from the two rooms next to it. You can now, withdraw monument pieces from a storage rift. Not sure why you wouldn't have been able to before. You can now, which makes it really easy to sell to the shop, by the way. That's the main use case for this. You can now drink potions while doing potent potions. Oh, this is also really good. I utilize this some. This basically allows a permanent 5% buff to alchemy, as well as whenever you're doing the two machines, like the brewing machine, the smelting machine, the tea machine. So the other few were already able to do it, but he also added this for alchemy. I'm not sure if it was in this patch or a previous one, but he added it pretty recently where you could drink 5% or any XP pot while doing alchemy. It's basically just a straight up buff because it was kind of annoying to do before, but now you can very easily get it in. But they also did it for this, so these were kind of already able to do it, but it just makes it a little bit more convenient to do it for them if nothing else. Viewing a recipe from the professions interface now shows only the relevant recipe. It does not interrupt your current action, with that part being by far the best. There needs to be a lot more things that don't interrupt your current action. You can now choose the level of epic weapons when you are infusing them. This basically means that you can overshoot them. No longer, like let's say for example you want to make a level 500 weapon. You don't have to make like a 500, 500, 500, or 450, 500, and 550. You can simply make them all over leveled. Like if I make 3 700s, I can make them into a 500 if I wanted to, for example. You don't have to get the exact number anymore. The highest you could do it up to, of course, is the combination of the average of them. So, for example, if we're doing 3 500s, the highest level we can make it is 500. It's not like we can make it 600 or 700 or 800. So that's still the case. But you could do any level lower. So if there was a lower level that you wanted, like let's say you needed a 490, not a 500, you could downgrade it there when you're infusing it and get the exact level that you want. So that's a really nice change. So you don't need the exact numbers. You can overshoot, but you just can't undershoot. Completed quests are now sorted at the bottom of the thing, which I've got to see somewhat today. Just makes it easier to tell which quests you still have to go complete. The tooltip on the side quests now displays the previous level requirements, and the game window will be stored to the same position and full screen state it was in when you close the game. So, of those, I guess there's two I want to go show real quick. Alchemy and, I guess mostly just the combat one. Because alchemy is literally just you be able to drink potions for it. But let me go and teleport over to Mine Deep, which has a nice new teleport that we haven't gotten to use that much yet. But let me go over to Mine Deep and go get the setup real quick. So, if we go over here... Oh, sorry, not Mine Deep. I meant Mine Northwest. I mean East. Wrong teleport already. Alright, so... Basically, I guess we won't be able to show it properly for our very first combat. But every combat after our first one, we'll be able to show it correctly here. So, of course, normally, as we still have to do, we'll have to go and queue up our weapon. But every single combat that we do after this now, we should be able to go and get the work properly. So, of course, we'll do 1-to-1 on this guy so he doesn't hit us a billion times. As long as we're trading 1-to-1 every time. But yeah, this is actually a way higher enemy than us right now. It's actually 12 levels above us. And my gear is very under-geared. But because he has a really high attack speed, you can kind of cheese it with a really slow weapon. That's pretty much our game plan right here. And just trade him 1-to-1. Oh, I might still die here, actually. Oh no, I should have healed a little bit more earlier. He's actually hitting really hard. Though our really bad armor isn't helping much. Right, let me go for the heal immediately here. Play it safe. Yeah, I might actually still die here. Oh no! Come on, Hits, get in there! Get in there, Hits! Come on, 2 more. Or 1 more beefy one. There we go. But now what the patch did is if I click on this again, notice I didn't need to choose my weapon. It just auto did it. And that was the biggest gimmick with the most recent patch thing. And it is so nice. Because you don't have to keep re-menuing that every single time now, like you did in the past. Well, that's basically the main thing that it did. Then you can now drink your potions while doing pretty much any station. Like the mining station, the smithing one, or the smithing one, the stonemason one, the bone one, the alchemy one. Like all those you could just do automatically now, just drink a potion without interrupting the action. Which is great. As it basically just allows you to be able to perpetually keep a potion. It's most notable for alchemy, though, I would say, out of any of them. But I'm still waiting on that combat rework, though. But that's basically all the update does. Just makes it so you don't have to switch your weapon every time. It's pretty nice. Can I hit him from here? Come on, you know you want to. No! Okay, I'm gonna have to do this weirdly. That's fine, though. This will be the last one we kill for now. But yeah, does anyone else have any other questions or anything else to go over? Otherwise, I think that's it then after we kill this guy. Go bring him back to his AFK activity. I just wanted to show the new combat thing. It's definitely my personal favorite from them. That and the alchemy potion thing. But that's basically just a 5% extra XP. It's not really that much. I don't know, it adds up though. 5% goes a long way. Given that you can now drink it basically 0 time. Because you're already going to have to wait for the potion anyways. So it's basically a 0 time 5% XP, which is the main thing that's huge about it. Is the fact that it doesn't waste any time at all. I was going to say, I just noticed that these boots are higher level, but yeah, of course they are. I can't wield them yet. I'm attacking too high of an enemy to be able to even wield them. Alright, there we go. But yeah, that's that. That was a nice quality of life update. A lot of great things in it. Of course, all pretty small stuff, though. As to be expected. Obviously, it's not the combat rework we need. But hey, I'll take some quality of life for it any day. But yeah, combat still needs some work, that's for sure. A lot of work, but it's a step in the right direction. For sure. But anyways, guys, that'll wrap it up for now. The next stream we do, honestly, might be of the beta at this point. It might be the milestone beta. Because I assume we're allowed to stream it. I don't see why we wouldn't be able to if they're doing like a public code thing for it or something. But yeah, the public beta for the milestone update is probably the next quest. I mean, the next stream that we're going to be doing. Because based on their weekly leaks, that seems to be the next big thing they're doing, is releasing the milestone beta publicly, and then of course the actual patch itself of the milestone update. And of course the milestone update, the main gimmick of that is it's basically bringing every single skill into 10 sets of 50 levels. We will be adding more stuff to fill out the leveling progression throughout, and is basically just going to reshuffle all of the leveling in the entire game. It should ultimately be about a 10 to 20% increase compared to the current system, roughly, as far as the XP rate that you can end up getting. However, the main thing that will really be helping that afterwards is going to be the bounty system that they're going to be adding at a later time. And those two in combination should be upwards of a 30 to 40% buff for every skill, having both the bounties and the milestone system, as both of them are probably going to be roughly a 10 to 20% improvement, give or take a little bit, depending on the skill and how they have it implemented overall. But yeah, it's not going to be that substantial of a patch. It's more so just shimmying over a bunch of numbers, but should ultimately make the way of getting to max level for everything a little bit easier. But it's still going to be pretty long. Like, even a 10% buff isn't going to be that big of an increase, or, you know, a decrease to time, given the total amount needed. But they mostly just wanted to do that to kind of fill out the areas a little bit more, add more interconnectivity, stuff like that. But we'll get to see what they do. The main thing I'm interested about in the beta is they're adding new potions, and I'm still hoping they're adding an aggression potion. A 3, 6, 9, 12, and 15-minute aggression potion. I want that so badly, so that we can AFK combat for 9 minutes at a time using the 9-minute version of it. I want it so bad. And I'm really hoping that's one of the potions they add. That's probably the thing I'm looking most forward to out of anything, honestly, with milestones. Because most of the level progression isn't really going to change much. But those few new potions they're adding, or however many they're adding, each one of those have a potential to have big impact. So I'm really hoping they're adding that 9-minute AFK potion. The main reason I say 9 minutes is the items on the ground stay on the ground for 12 minutes. So the 9-minute aggression potion, aka enemies constantly attacking you for 9 minutes straight, would be the most ideal. Because when you stop hearing enemies attacking you is when you grab all your items. And then you basically, you know, you drink a potion, you auto kill enemies for 9 minutes. You then grab all the loot from the ground when you hear the enemies no longer hitting you. And then you drink another 9-minute potion, rinse and repeat forever until your combat's literally maxed. I'm hoping that's the potion, fingers crossed, that they're adding. There is no confirmation as to what specifically the potions are, though. But it's something I've been wanting since launch, and I'm not sure if they're going to be adding it in this update. I really hope it is, though. These aggression potions would make the AFK capability of this game so high, as basically every enemy is a raid den. You know how you used to just like go into a raid den back when they were not nerfed into the ground, and AFK them for like 3-4 minutes straight, or roughly around there? If they add those potions, you'd be able to do it for 9 minutes straight. So fingers crossed they add something like that. Because 9 minutes AFK would already be like double as good, if not triple as good, as what raid dens were. You just wouldn't be getting detective XP. Obviously, you'd only be getting combat, but you get a lot of gold from it. You get a lot of supplies. You get, obviously, combat XP. You don't get detective XP, but, you know, you just can train that normally. But, yeah, I'm really hoping they add that. Fingers crossed. But anyways, guys, yeah, that'll probably be the next time you see us. Is we'll be messing around with the beta, unless there's something else that comes up in that time, quality of life-wise or otherwise it's worth doing a stream for. I would say it'd be for a new quest, but based on their current trajectory, it seems like they're trying to push out all the stuff with milestones before a new quest. But who knows? Knowing them, they're going to squeeze in another quest at like early next month or something. But next time they do something, we'll be around and go from there. Anyways, guys, hope you all have a wonderful 2026, and I will catch you guys later. Goodbye, everyone, and thanks for watching.